Very good. Good afternoon and welcome to Tradies Hockey Park down at Sylvania Road. Coming to you live, loud and proud is Patrick Ward, the Sutherland representative, feeling optimistic and joyful about hockey. And let us begin by sharing our absolute appreciation and adoration for all you hockey mums, either here at the park or listening in at home. We have been absolutely privileged. What do you show? Oh, we got a happy Mother's Day sign. Look at Mr. Domro go with his screen. God, that looks beautiful. Have you been on Canva? I think he's been on Canva at home. Yeah, hockey mums out there, thank you so much for everything you do. Driving us to the field, coaching us, managing us, helping out in the canteens, getting uniform right. You make our lives better with every small thing. And it's been an absolute privilege to get to know all of you down here at Sutherland through the years. So thank you, mums, and we hope you have had a wonderful Mother's Day today. All right, so who have we got today? We have Ryde, who I think are one of the premier clubs in Sydney. Like, what a statement. I think they're one of the premier clubs. They prove again and again through the quality of their play and the quality of their community how good they are as a club. From goalkeeper, Sarah Panizza, number 31, Mahalia Dainty, Chiara Paolini, Ava Howardson, Lucinda Preedy, Ali Rockcliffe, Sarah Robson, Demi Papasinosis, Catherine Delavere, Emily Carson, Evangeline Butler, Caitlin Pearce, Julia Parker, Catherine Ho, Jenny, this is a great one, Nia Nix, and Caitlin Sampson. I'm really looking forward to watching Ryde today. What I really noticed about Ryde when we play juniors and in the men's is a consistency through their style of play and their knowledge of the game. So I can't wait to see how that is transferred to the women's side. And then coming across in the Southern Hockey League Club, in goalkeeper, Isabel Fletcher, Joe Momsen, Zara Cathcart, Piper Murphy, Chloe Antilla, Darcy Hunter, Amelia Domro, Amy Wetters, Elisa Hughes, Chloe Byrne, Bethany the Best Domro, Emily Carey, Mandy Carmody, Ella Murphy, and their coaches Bernadine Page and their assistant coach, our women's convener, Kristen Agius. This is going to be fun. I really love watching the ML5 team because it's that beautiful blend of young women who are showing their determination, their courage, and their developing skills, mixed with the older heads who know where to stand on the park. And it's such a joy to see that combination and the camaraderie and the spirit that flows out. Throughout the game, I'm going to be looking around, trying to find some mums to jump in and commentate with us, but for right now we've got the leadership board, and if I'm not very much mistaken, that is Sutherland sitting on top with 5 wins, 0 draws, 0 loss, and a point differential of 13+. That's impressive. St George Randwick coming second, Cronulla third, Briars fourth. So Ryde is sitting there in fifth. 1 win, 2 draws, 2 losses, -2 for and against, and 5 points on the table. So we've got a 1 versus 5 competition this afternoon. Warm-ups appear to be doing well for both sides. Pretty traditional box coming out of Ryde in the southern end of the hockey park. A couple of diagonal passes, some quick traps and a shot. Sutherland had a rather ambitious geometric pattern going. Bit of a star passing drill where you pass on different angles. Now I noticed to my right there's a few hockey mums who have very strategically gotten away from my field of gravity. Despite promising to commentate with me on Friday night, Mrs. Fletcher, the mum of our heroic goalkeeper, is shirking such responsibility. Ruth, a Sutherland hero, is just taking it real easy. But can we get a husband? Is Mr. Wetters keen? Mr. Wetters, are you keen to come for a commentate on your daughter's game? Yeah? No, he's not. What a surprise, ladies and gentlemen. He is not keen. Hey, lucky I got thick skin, given the amount of rejection I've had this evening. 20 seconds till we kick off the first quarter. I wonder what's happening down in those various circles. I imagine there is an array of very expensive sticks that are about to be tapped together in an unintelligent but ceremonious announcement of hockey being played. 1, 2, 3, Sutho. All right. So both goalies are making their way to the goal boxes. Good tactics. I approve. Where is everyone lining up today? Okay. So taking a look at the mids for Sutho, we have straight away, we've got that senior junior connection. We've got Joe and Bess forming the centre. Darcy's putting herself out to the right. All right, Ryder off, playing to the south end, playing towards the north end. They're pushing the ball to the south end at the moment. Okay, we've pushed out quickly to the right half. Good 45 pass into the middle of the field. She looks up, she's found an attacking mid, but a nice controlling tackle by Joe Momsen. If you joined us a month ago, we talked often about Joe's cool head and her ability to diffuse those attacking situations, okay? Nice tackle. Bess with that beautiful pink stick. So it looks like Bess is going to be trying to play an AM, central midfielder kind of role, linking with Joe. So Joe's going to be looking for a right outlet over here. This is going to come across. I would have expected to Mandy to utilise her pace. Here it comes. Good intercept from Ryde there. Shutting down Sutherland's progress. All right. Ryde have really well boxed that in. Nothing on offer. Some aggressive swipes from Joe. Nice settler from Emily there. Often, a foot's as good as a tackle just to calm it down and let everyone get back to position. So this is good, positive, optimistic hockey coming out of Ryde. They're not trying to work themselves into the game slowly. They're not scared of Sutherland being on number one. They've taken the attack straight to them. And for lack of a better word, they are ramming it down their throats at the moment. All right, so here comes Ryde. Oh, straight across the centre. They're going to get a circle entry out of this. They're going to be looking for a foot for a short corner. They haven't got it for the foot, but they've got it for an obstruction, I think. All right, so heading back to defend the short corner, you have Emily Carey, you have Darcy Hunter. Who else is getting back there? Isabel, the keeper's decided to stay in goals. I think that's a good idea. Didn't catch the numbers of the other four. Oh, some good advice coming from the south. Run hard. I like that one. It's going to help. Okay, it's a solid push. It's trapped well. She's going to get a shot off. Good. So by Joe. Excellent save. Oh, the goalkeeper, Isabel Fletcher. Great reactions. Say that again. The mouth from the south, indeed. The Peanut Gallery, despite refusing the offer of a microphone, are in full force. Come on over, Mum Fletcher. We want Mum Fletcher on the mic. At least give us a quarter later on. Okay, Ryde. That's come off a Sutherland stick, so Ryde have the permission to play on aggressively here. That's a lovely right-hand carry, and it's going to go for a long corner. I wouldn't go so far to say that Sutherland are discombobulated, but they're a little bit, they're not into the game yet. The tackles are a little swipey, they're not settled, and they're not getting time in possession. I expect that'll change over the next 5 minutes. Good pressure from Piper, she hasn't received the call. An audience, I promise to never pretend to know whether a call is correct or not. I'm one of those players that just does what the ref tells me. Okay, that is a fantastic carry from Ryde around the right side. Deserved a better pass in. A good pass in there could have been really dangerous to the Sutherland defence, but they've been awarded their second short corner for the day. All right, so the first short corner resulted in a good quality hit from the top. If this injection, which is jargon for a push-in, okay, good push-in, little bobble. Yeah, little bobble. We've got to get rid of that bobble for their short corners to be really devastating. That is a fantastic run from the top. The strike. Oh, my Lord. Fair play. That pick up and carry into the circle was tremendous. Let's watch it again. So she's picked up the bubble trap. She's gone to the right. She's hit it. The deflection's come off. Isabel had very, very few chances against that. Ryde, full respect. Your attack has been astounding in the first 4 minutes of this game. All right, goes back to Bess. Let's see if Sutherland can get some possession. Ooh. Bess knew exactly what she was doing. Darcy wasn't on the same page there, but we'll forgive her because she has tremendous pink shoes. I like that from Ryde. Going back, the transfer. They've got a lot of space down that right wing. Sutherland very fortunate there. So Emily's going to come and pick it up. Emily has a lot. Oh, no, that's just been shut down. She goes back to Momsen here. Oh, no. She's gone directly across the field to Hunter. All right, bit of communication required there. So Darcy's going to control it. She's got Mandy on the inside. She's gone for the push up the side. Great tackle from Mandy. Miss Domro 224 has got it across to her younger sister. Good speed from Bess. Good control. That's it. Use the body to control, get around the four-stick, and look around to the right half. Okay, Bess has got it up to Piper on the right wing. She's got space, and she's got a Domro dragging a defender out wide. Okay, nod trap well. Piper's still on it. The push into the circle. Oh, no, referee says we're going to go north. All right, let's go north. The Ryde defence have gone with the purple hair for today. Good pick. That's a good push. Okay, Darcy's got it here. She's gone straight to the 6. We could have gone left to Bess. That's a good jink. She's got the pace, and she's around Darcy. Great tackle from Momsen. Momsen controls. Momsen's looking for the right wing. She's got the inside. Bess is open there. Ryde shut that down well. Okay, this is a foot race. That's a good trap and use of the stick. Oh, Emily. Emily Carey with the brains just to put on the foot and slow the play down. Okay, comes out to the right. Emily's diffused that and pushed it out the side just to settle one down. We've got some subs coming on. Ryde are boxing in the sideline and 16 hits very effectively at the moment, and Sutherland aren't coming back to create gaps. Here comes Bess. Bess has heard me. Right idea. That's a good trap from Ryde. Good pass into the circle. Momsen's got to work hard to shut that down, but does. Okay, I think she's going to get a free hit here. Yeah. Can't come over the top of a stick like that. Momsen says, I'm not playing this game anymore. Let's get rid of that. Let's settle it down. So now we've got a chance here for Piper and Amelia to box this in. Amy Wetters is coming across, just substituted on. And they're going to see if they can press right into keeping it down this way. Darcy and Bess are creeping in there just to lock it in. Oh, that's a very lucky ball to sneak through there. Momsen picks it up. Momsen's got vision. She's got Bess. Bess can throw straight back here and then release and go again. That's a great pass, Bess. Then release and go again, and she would have been away in that space. Ryde made a good tackle. They got a 2-on-1 here. Ooh, a little bit late, and she's trying to make up for her jink. Ref's not sure. Looks at the partner, and we go to the north. So after 7 minutes, Ryde are, to be fair, them dominating this contest. It's not, oh, look at that. That's a brilliant pass they're going to get. Oh, clean up by Joe. I thought the bobble may have come off the foot. I don't think the domination of Ryde so far is coming off an incredible imbalance of skills. I think they're just communicating better, and they're making smart passes and leading. And those leads are creating opportunities. So when you look at poor Mandy here, she looks up and she sees 5 Ryde jerseys, and now they've pressed Joe into the back centre. That is a hard hit to get out with all that pressure on her. Just going to have a free hit to Ryde just outside the 5-metre line. Good leads, 185 from Ryde there's wrapped around, created some space, and that's an incredible run. She's given away a penalty for obstruction. This is not the performance of a team that you would expect to be 5th on the table in this competition. I can only imagine and presume they've had some injuries or sickness over the last few weeks. because this is a well-drilled team. This team is playing the exact type of hockey Ryde's known for. High presses, good passes, good leads, and keeping all the pressure on the opposition through maintaining possession and composure. All right, Sutherland sideline hit. Darcy's looking to go fast. She's done so with a big strike. Okay, our left half has this here. Amy Wetters is streaking out on the left wing. She got Bess in the middle. We've gone for the big pass down to Piper in the circle. So seeing some big hits come into the Sutherland team. Is that a response to the pressure they're feeling from Ryde? Where they're feeling they just want the ball out of their half row, they just want to breathe. Good run from Darcy, good lead. It's come off a Ryde stick, so it maintains Sutherland ball. Darcy's going to have this from essentially the western side of the 25. Okay, Bess is creating some space by moving down to the southwest. Joe's moved into that space very well. That was a good pass, just needed a four-stick there to pick it up. Nothing in that. That's just an unfortunate tackle we play on. Big hit from Ryde, but nothing's there. Joe shut that down in the middle beautifully. Okay. Oh, good swipe there. Joe's got it. She's got Bess immediately. That looks like Mandy. Mandy's got incredible speed. She's got Amy. Oh, Mandy, well played. Looked up, saw that the winger was marked, kept it on the four-stick and just turned around and tried to find a person back on the other side of the field. Excellent pass. Darcy goes straight into the circle here. She's going to get a short corner or a shot opportunity. She's going to get a penalty just outside. All right, so if we count the numbers quickly, it looks like there's a lot of black and white. Every Sutherland player is marked, so Ryde are definitely coming back well to cover these defensive pressures. Joe's carried. She's going to look for a pass across. Oh, good trap there. Would have had her in the circle. Emily's run into the wing. Can't quite stop it before going out. It's going to be Ryde ball and a release of pressure. Hit a foot, they've played on. Nice pass from Ryde. Oh, that's excellent support play. She knew where her player was free square the whole time. Bess has picked up the centre. Wow, this Ryde forward in AM pack, just really solidly assertive. Oh, look at that. Great carry on the four-stick. Incredible pass. Keeps the lead going. They're intelligent. They're assertive. And they've got a circle entry and they're going to have a shot. That's come off the defender's stick. And it's into the goal for 2-0. Nothing but praise for Ryde at the moment. This is a well-drilled, intelligent team and they are playing to their potential. Full congratulations to them on this Mother's Day. I think the assertion, I'd stop short of calling it aggression. It's not overly dominant or physical, but it's just really assertive play on the ball. If it's 50-50, they're winning it. If it's 60-40, they're still probably winning it. And then they're making solid leads after the pass. That is a great little four-stick drag. Amy's leaked out to the right. Can we make another pass here and get someone into space? Ryde controls, intelligently plays back through Sutherland's stick, clears it up the side. Ah, unlucky little trap has been bobbled and creates an attacking opportunity for Ryde. Ooh. Slightly lifted ball. Couldn't see how that came off. Okay. Now, Ryde aren't getting back in defence quite as fast this time. Ah, if we got that to Manny, that was on. Good defence, getting to the ball early. Now, if she looks up, she's got a winger there. That pass needed to come 5 seconds ago. Good. Oh, it's going to make its way out to Amelia Domero. Not quite. Where are we saying the ball's from? So once again, Ryde just getting those long passes through the Southern defensive line. Mandy, great pass. Cowie now in the centre. Great little backstick drag. But ably tackled by the Ryde defence. Joe's aggressively coming forward with the jab tackle. Good trap from Ryde. Good tackle. Oh, that's a good trap. Nicely handled. So once again, you see, look at that. There's 4 Ryde people, or 4 Ryde players, more correctly, really ably locking in. 2-11 there. That was nice marking. Haven't got that person on our team sheet. Can't call them out. My apologies. Good tackle. She's gone for the pass. Amy's got a stick on it. She's slowed that down. Who's going to win that foot race? Ryde get there. Well played. Five seconds left in the quarter. This will see us out. A well-deserved 2-0 lead to Ryde Hockey Club this afternoon. They are playing really intelligent, capable hockey. It's an absolute pleasure to watch. Let's see if we can't find ourselves another commentator for the second quarter. We're hot. Ladies and gentlemen, we welcome to the second chair, Hannah McClung, the star of Sutherland's ML3 team. Welcome. How are you doing?
Pretty good. Just enjoying Mother's Day, my first one this year.
Oh, congratulations.
/ ever.
First one ever?
First one ever.
Oh, and what is the young progeny's name?
His name's Archer, and he created me an artistic masterpiece that all 7-month-olds can do.
Tell me more.
And a picture frame, so that was lovely.
He got you a picture frame when he's 7 months old.
Yep.
You're already citing out selective high schools then, I presume, with that kind of ability?
Of course.
That's it. All right, so have you seen any of the games so far, or have you been kept up in our canteen?
Been kept up in the canteen doing a bit of duty, but I've watched that we are down, unfortunately.
Yep. So you've been around hockey long enough to know that Ryde is a very talented and well-coached club.
Yes, and they've got lots of players to pull from as well.
Absolutely. So they are really playing that traditional Ryde game at the moment of high intelligence, high press, getting people open on leads and playing really well. So it's going to be a big effort to come back from this one.
Yeah, and Sutherland's missing some key players today, as I can see out there.
I noticed. Where are the Cherry family today?
I believe they're on a cruise, enjoying the seas at the moment.
Forgive my reaction. I did not expect that response. All right, here's the first chance. We've got Piper coming down into the right wing. She's going to get a circle entry. She's held it back. Ooh. Hannah, as a player, do you want that whistle call straight away, or would you have liked to see an advantage to see what would happen next?
I would have liked advantage to play that on.
That's what I felt. I felt like there's a short corner, though. Yep.
Some of the younger players probably wouldn't mind that they have the chance to reset, re-lead. Yep. The higher you go, the faster you want the game to be, so you can keep that momentum building.
Joe's in the circle. She got, oh! Short corner.
She was lucky to get that, I think.
Oh, I felt so too.
Ray shot into a Ryde player.
I saw that off Joe's stick, not Ryde's stick. What did you see?
I saw it off Joe's stick as well.
Well, isn't it nice to know neither of us are homers? We're not going to lie to you about the integrity of the game on the pitch. So how have you enjoyed coming back to hockey this year?
I'm definitely reinvigorated. Like, I had a year of coaching the Sutherland 1 team.
Yeah.
So I got to experience a lot of hardship on the sideline, a lot of stress.
Had you coached before?
I have coached before. I've coached Sutherland juniors for a very, very long time. And I've coached men's teams before. This is my first senior women's team at Sutherland, which was a great opportunity. Frustrating that we did not win the grand final.
Oh, that would have been heartbreaking because you're part of the squad that had minor premierships and then to go down to the grand final. Yeah, that's always tough.
In the dying minutes too, so that's always hard.
All right, here comes a short corner.
Strong push out from Piper into Joe, having the pass off to Chloe. Joe had the shot. Not straight though.
We better check those brick walls to make sure they're still fine after that. All right, so here, watch the intelligence of Ryde to move out quickly. And they've had a lot of lucky passes, long passes like that, just managed to find sticks and happen. That's a good tackle from Ryde. Intelligent to come back on the back stick. No one there. That was an optimistic one.
So Zara controlling it around the back for Sutherland, looking for an outlet.
Now, have you coached any of the women on the field?
Yes, probably half of them, and if not, I've known them through juniors.
Right, so you've either coached them in juniors or you coached a couple of them last year in...
Yeah, and I've played with a few of them as well, so... It's good to see how the ladies are coming together. We don't obviously have the history that Ryde does, so as a new club, we've had to form new teams, new coaching positions, develop player development, which when you look at a team like that and a pass like that, it definitely shows that it's working.
Yeah. Okay, so we've got the right wing open here. Now you've got 3 on 2. Good pass if she can get it to Amelia quickly. We've got a goal shot. Oh.
Just lacking that strength on the ball over the top.
And that's what you notice when you see a club like Ryde, who obviously train and are coached well. The speed of decision making and the flow in the game is one level above a team not at, if you're not prepared for it.
Bubbling over that back line. They get another chance, Sutherland here. You can see that Ryde's pretty much doing man-to-man marking at this stage. That means that the younger girls have to do more to get the ball.
So I like Bessa's move there, coming north to create the space behind. I like the movement, and then she's also created the gap for our winger to then sneak in on that circle entry now. Short corner. Oh, do you see what was that for?
Not 5.
Oh, there we go.
Ryde player playing the ball, 2-1-1.
2-1-1. Not on the team list. I was looking to call her out for some good play before. Mr. Domro's pulling up his phone to get the latest adjustments.
Amanda Robbie.
Good job, Amanda. All right, so all the previous short corners have gone straight to Joe for the hit. Do you expect the same, or do you expect a layoff?
I'd hope for something different.
Yeah. Pass is decent.
So Ryde ran a traditional arrow there, so that creates space in the middle if Sutherland can utilise that.
Unfortunate.
You can hear some good talk on the field too.
Now, can you decipher whether that's Sutherland or Ryde?
No, I can't. I'm assuming it'd be both.
It's good talk though.
Yep. I can hear Joe's voice carry.
Yeah.
Sutherland experienced captain.
Yeah. And next to her at the moment is Mandy. Have you had the pleasure of coaching or playing with Mandy yet?
No, only training alongside her.
Mandy's always stuck out when I've been involved with the juniors because of her speed, but also her will, her like desire to be better and play hard. I think you'll be ending up playing with her sooner rather than later. Okay, you got an opportunity here. If you can keep it going left, you've got a winger with all the speed in the world.
Ryde clearing it out.
Good
Not
tackle.
quite connecting with her player though. Amanda Robbie from Ryde thinking it might have been hers. Unfortunately not.
So I talk about this with people quite a bit. I feel that Ryde actually has a consistent philosophy that all of their teams play with. Is that something you're trying to instill into the women's side of the program here at Sutherland? An identity or a philosophy?
We do have a philosophy, but it's not a technique or a playing philosophy. It's more about values.
Okay.
Building, so we have strength in communication, we have opportunities for all, and a shared love for women's hockey, and that can be emulated in lots of different ways. For some of our lower teams, that's just the sense of community and participation on weekends, having the flexibility not to train or to train.
As lifestyle allows.
And then as you get higher up, we have the opportunity, especially created by Craig this year, to have 2 training sessions. One focusing on team and one focusing on individual skills.
Okay, good idea. That's a great pass from Chloe into Joe. A solid tackle from Ryde there.
I'd love to see Joe to take 2 more seconds on those balls. As a midfielder and you're the central distributor, having that vision and tenacity on the ball is really important. Because as you know, goal shots are few and far between and you want to make them count.
In terms of midfield, so you've got Bess and Joe here kind of playing linearly, like in front of each other. In attack, would you like to see them come more laterally or horizontally with each other and have passes going across the top to try and then find leading wingers? How do you like to play?
In a harder, faster game, 100%, definitely. In this space where you can see Joe has got a lot more room, I think they're trying to create an opportunity up front by stacking it forward instead of horizontally.
I'm going to interrupt you there. How about the skills of 140 there to carry it one-handed around the right side, and we're talking about Evangeline Butler. Like that's lovely skill work, intelligence, and then the speed to beat the player and then get the pass around the right.
And overlapping on that side is really hard sometimes.
Sorry, I cut you off. What were you saying about Joe?
Oh, no. So when you have more space, you have that opportunity to push forward more.
Oh, it's going to sneak through to Chloe. She's got stick on.
So Ryde's playing with a traditional back 4. 3 in the centre, 3 at front. Finding the gap in the middle.
Great intercept from Emily there. On to Mandy. Andy's got some pace and she's got room. She's got Amy on the right-hand side if they can utilise it. Ooh.
Not intentional, but definitely disrupts the momentum.
Now, even though not intentionally bringing the player down, I'd like to talk to referees, is that card worthy? Because you're not in a position where you're actually going to make a tackle there. You're behind the heels of someone. You're not intentionally bringing them down, but no tackle is going to work from that position.
That's, I think it's a fine line. Like, was she trying for that tackle or was she just too close that she stumbled? My argument would be that it's in the attacking 23. Should it not be a short corner?
Exactly right. Like, even though you didn't intend it, you have really disadvantaged the other side through a
especially because the Sutherland player was in front too.
Right? That's my point too.
Well, that's skills.
See, Manny wasn't involved with the ankles there, so I think that was just unfortunately feet hitting feet.
And this ball just got too far in front.
Okay, Amy's got position here. She's got the right-hand pass to Domro. Domro's got a pass into Piper in the centre. She's made it. Can she get a stick on? Oh! Bess is going to finish it. What's going to happen on the goalkeeper's fault?
2 saves by the keeper. Sarah Pizzani.
Sarah Panizza. That was the most constructive that Sutherland have been so far. That was really fun to watch.
As my team would know from last year, triangles are my favourite shape. And creating those 2-on-1s, as you saw, working up the field. Ryde pushing hard in that tackle.
Yeah. Just, you're talking a bit of coaching strategy there, Inspector. Triangles are your famous shapes. I'm going to go back to the philosophy for a bit. As the women's side of the club develops, would you like to see a consistent strategy and philosophy develop, or do you think, no, that's always going to be team-specific, in your opinion?
I definitely think it's team-specific. You have to play with the players that you have. You have to play the ball in front of you. And if you were to do one thing with one team, it wouldn't necessarily work with another. I do think there's value in having some consistency, especially around the attacking side. But in the midfield, it's always got to be dictated by A, the opposition, and B, your players as well.
I would really like to speak to the coaching conveners at Ryde, because whatever Ryde team I play, it feels like they all have an understanding of where they're trying to lead. Like it's more than just cohesion in that team. It's the whole club knows where they're leading and what kind of attacking plays they're trying to create. She hasn't carried 5 yet. Thrown it back to get the fight. Oh, that's a great carry from 140 again. 31. She's been incredibly strong on the ball this afternoon.
Looking for a result here.
Yeah. See, Ryde have shown that all day. The intelligence to, if there's nothing on immediately, carry it backwards, spin around, and find that next opportunity. I think that's the maturity and intelligence you get when you played hockey for, what, 25 years or however long these girls have been playing.
And Ali Rockcliffe, I think, who did that turn just then, she kept the ball on her stick that whole time. Sutherland deep in the corner. Ryde has an opportunity here. They've got a free player on the top of the circle. Sutherland's got everyone back in this press here. So what would you like to see in women's hockey for Sutherland?
What I like to see, I've been a witness, and it's been my privilege and pleasure to get to know the motors behind your side of the club for the last couple of years. And just watching this come down the wing. It's coming. I think it would be very rude of me to say what I would like to see, but rather the important thing to me is to say it's been an absolute privilege and a real joy to watch. And I've said it to anyone who'll listen. You guys have such a beautiful, optimistic, creative thing happening, and it's really, really nice to see it. And I look forward to, over the next couple of years, our club supporting it more and more and really getting behind it.
I'm glad you recognise that, because a lot of effort has gone in to create that. And there's always been bumps and hurdles along the way, but this year you can see the cohesion's definitely... Ryde crossed through the centre. Perfect position just in front of the goalkeeper, but kicked it.
But once again, Evangeline, how about the carry? Essentially 40 metres around the wing, then into the back to create that crossback. Oh, back to Joe Deep. She's got it. Is she going to look for Emily, or is she going to look to just punch it through the middle?
Fumble.
Oh, that hurt. Yeah, fair enough.
Hit and a hope, I think, with that one.
Yeah, that's the pressure, right? So you played DM. You ever played in the backs?
I was used to be a fullback, and I've gradually moved forward a little bit. But I've played everything. Yeah.
Are you familiar with that voice in your head that goes, "We've been back here defending for 5 minutes. I'm just going to hit this as hard as I can, get a breather for 2 seconds"?
I may have done that last week. Yes.
I did something very similar on this field last year, and our streaming lord, Mr. Domro, called me out for it, and I'm never going to forgive him for it.
Ryde's carrying off one of their players who's just got hit in the foot.
118.
There's nothing worse than that ball corking the back of your calf. All right, so Ryde set up without a battery. They've got 4 players on the top. I'm going to call that it's going to go straight shot.
Okay, trap. They're going to get a second
by
here.
Darcy.
They're dangerous here. Great save from Izzy. Can they clear it? Penalty. Pressure's off.
Darcy ran out quite quickly just then, which put a lot of pressure on that hitter.
Right, so here we go, Ryde pressing. They're going to pass to the top if they want it. They've got a short corner. Ooh, see there.
Skills.
But for me, you can't call that short corner when the person's got a shot on goal like in half a second. I would have been frustrated if I was Ryde, but they had the short corner.
I guess if the Ryde player did take that quick shot, there's a chance they would always play advantage.
Yeah.
But
Now,
yes, you hear the whistle and you react.
You react. ML3, do you guys play with a battery with a old fancy back? Yep.
Yep. So we play the traditional battery at the top, 1L, 2 to the right.
All right, better pass. Trap's gone through. Unfortunately for Sutherland, it's not necessarily an advantage if that trap is mistrapped and it goes to Miss Butler at 140 because she's just going to hook around there with serious speed and create an opportunity. All right, quick throw back to Joe.
Going deep. With a few seconds on the clock, that would have been a very risky pass.
Indeed. Okay, you've seen 15 minutes. You're the coach. What do you say? What do you do?
I would say that we need to start getting a bit of midfield movement. So especially on the outletting.
Now you say moving the ball or players?
Players.
Yep.
Ryde will set up and they will stay there.
Yep.
If we are hitting the gaps and leading into the gaps, and the outletting will be easier. Second thing, with Joey receiving, like the deep fullback receiving that deep on a transfer, you're not actually creating an advantage. So I would be looking to create a 45 pass or a square pass through their press. Up front, I'm loving the triangles. I'm loving the 3-on-2s.
Yep.
I do think that last pass needs to be a bit stronger, and it's a pass to the goal. In between the posts, ideally.
Yeah. Now, you and I are a little bit closer in age where you've probably had a coach at some point in your life tell you a push is as good as insert statement here. I've noticed with the younger generation, there is a lot more of that wrist chipping shot rather than a solid, accurate push.
Okay.
What do you've not noticed similar things?
I haven't noticed it. What I do notice is that the second they get in the circle, it's weak.
Yeah,
It's
right.
weak. It needs to go fast. It needs to go hard.
Perfectly into corners. What time do you have to depart to go and get warmed up?
Got another 10 minutes.
Oh, lucky.
Yeah.
Okay, something that I want to go back to that you were speaking about before. You said triangle's your favourite shape. How do you coach teams and players to think about spacing and positioning and actually create those shapes?
You can start basic.
Yeah.
Start with a flow drill. Start with a 2-on-1. Build it up. 3-on-2. Working about that. Honestly, if they don't feel it and they don't experience it, they can't generalize it. So you have to create it and recognize when they do it, you did this well, redo it again and again and again.
So walk us through a flow drill where you would have people in a triangle rotating to feel that movement. What does that look like?
Yeah, so you would I would essentially start with a pass in the middle.
Yep.
Then you're looking for that right fullback or left fullback, out wide or halfback. And then you're looking for the midfielder, the AM, and the centre mid, essentially, and then there's a rotation. So the first triangle would be a midfielder, the halfback, and the fullback. That's one triangle. Then your next triangle, as you're going up the field, it could be the centre mid, the AM, the centre striker. That's one triangle through the middle, or you could do the triangle out to the right with the right striker. Yep. Alrighty, I'll have to leave you guys to it for a minute.
All right. Thank you for your company. We'll see if you come back. Let's see if we can't get... Oh, you safe? Dang, it hurt for the game. Mrs. Noy, happy Mother's Day to you. One of our most incredibly, how would I describe you, giving of all Sutherland hockey mums. The amount you do for the club. On behalf of the club and from me particularly, thank you so much for everything, Mrs. Noy. Now, can we talk you into doing some commentating this afternoon? No way, she's not having it. But Mr. Domero is taking a headset over there. Let's get at least a comment. No. All right, over under. How many tomahawks from your daughter today? Over under 3. Over 3. So you're thinking like 5 to 7. They worked pretty well last time. But that's it. All right, we are going to take 30 seconds here. I'm going to go see if I can find another sacrifice for the commentating table. All right, we're back for the second half. Ryde have taken the field. Sutherland's addressed the ball. We have Piper in centre striker looking to throw back to Bess in centre mid. All of the mothers declined our invitations to come and jump on the desk. Fair enough. Let them relax on this day. Now, this is quicker ball play. Chloe earns a penalty. Emily comes up. Emily has people on the left-hand side. Oh, nice skills to pick that up. Refs have gone to the wind cheaters for the rain in the afternoon. Good lead from Ryde, and she's tried to pick her out there. The pass was a little bobbly, so it's gone through in Sutherland defence. I would let that play on as no one was around, but we're going to give it to a Ryde ball. Whoa, it's getting windy. I've lost my team sheet. Okay, so Ryde have it about 2 metres short of the 25. This is clever to midfield play just to move across and create space. Good tackle. Well played, Sutherland, but Ryde still have control. 73's got it around the right wing. Joe Momson's controlled it in the middle, pushed it out to Bess. Now Bess has people here. She's got it to Chloe. But that was a good tackle from Ryde. Okay, if they go quick. Joe brings it up. Okay, Chloe's making some solid tackles on this left side. But she's playing against Mahalia, and Mahalia has had one of the standard-setting games of this contest. All right, Piper's made a contest. 212 is Chloe and Tiller, I believe. She's showing some speed there to put pressure on. Achilles, you want to commentate? All right, Emily, quick touch of the ball. Nice little backstick jink to Bess. It's gone through to Joe. Joe can throw back here. Clever. All right, now if we move it around to the right, we're going back left. Emily's got it. Emily's got vision. She's found Bess on the 25. She's coming up to the top of the circle. She's going to get a circle entry, but Ryde just too solid. That was some really positive, optimistic play from Sutherland, though. Good to see. All right, so Ryde have cleared it, but Sutherland are playing differently. There's a different attitude and gait coming from the moment. Emily plays back. She swings it to Joe. This is going to swing around to the right wing. And then if she looks up and gets a good trap, there are people there to play to. But Ryde have controlled it 2-1-1. She's on the team sheet. Need to find who that is. I might remember. All right. 47, Kiara on the ball there with the red greys. I've enjoyed watching her around the top of the circle. She just slows it down and holds the ball until her players move to create a good lead. Doesn't throw it into a stick just for the sake of getting rid of it. Intelligent player and a good person to have it. So watch how she's just led around the right-hand side there to create some space. I think the biggest difference between Ryde and Sutherland today has been the movement in the attacking quarters. Ryde just keep moving to make leads. They create space by the defenders losing people or having to mark different people. And they've capitalised on that with good opportunities. Oh, you got Bernadine?
Yes.
Hello, Bernadine. It's Patrick over on the West Concourse. How are you?
By yourself.
I'm
Sorry,
well.
I'm all awake, but I'm just watching the game.
Of course you should.
Pass it the ball.
That's a nice carry from Ryde. Bernadine, happy Mother's Day if that applies firstly. But secondly...
It does.
It does. Happy Mother's Day. Tough contest. What are you seeing? What are you hoping for in the second half?
Well, I'm just hoping that we can just hold our structure a bit more.
Yep.
And also just release the ball instead of holding on, trying to beat people. Because at the moment we're trying to beat too many people in one, and they're just much quicker than we are. So we need to take ownership of the ball and then have our heads up and do a quick pass and do a quick 1-2 off.
Yeah, of course. Now, to speak about the other team for a minute, they've turned up ready to play and they're playing with a very high level of skill and very well strategically. How do you think Sutho can get the ball out of these defensive areas with Ryde pressing so aggressively?
I think it's all down to ball speed and positioning.
Yep.
We're not creating opportunities for ourselves.
Yeah.
So with them as high as this, we need man-to-man marking, literally, especially we can't go zonal or anything like that.
Yep.
They're too quick.
They're fast,
So we need to put pressure on the players because if we let them run, that's how they're going to create opportunities.
Yeah, absolutely. There were some really nice plays from Sutherland, though, to get you a bit of hope and optimism towards the end of the first half, with the younger girls up the front minking up for some good 1-2s and a couple of good shots. So
Yes.
we won't take any more of your time. We hope to see more of that. And thank you very much for your time, and happy Mother's Day to you.
Thank you.
Yo, see you,
Bye.
Ellie. Ellie, you in? Come commentate with me. It'll be fun. All right, so Ryde have settled back in and started to control this game as they did at the end of the first half. Good tackle from Joe there to set it. Well, oh, I'll let her get a headset on. Chair to Ellie Domro. Happy Mother's Day, Ellie. How have you treated your mum today?
I say pretty good.
Pretty good. All right, we get a good score. Get a bit closer on the mic there. All right, so I've got a Ryde short corner here. What do you think? Straight hit from the top? Good here. Okay, I'll lay off to the left. Yeah. She's going to get a good shot. Isabel sees that up to the right. On behalf of the club, Ellie, thank you so much for everything you do with helping out in the streaming and all that kind of stuff. It's exceptionally kind of you. All right. Emily coming up the left-hand side. Good pass from Ryde to get into the top. They're going to create an opportunity here on the four-stick. Excellent poke from Emily. Ellie, have you had the chance to play with Emily very often?
Yeah, I played with her in juniors for
Right
like 3 years.
Very good. So I coach Emily. She's a little bit quieter in terms of that close play relationship. What is she like on the field? Does she talk? Does she help get people into position? What have you experienced?
She talks a lot in the back and communicates with people.
Because what I've noticed and really appreciate about Emily is she's super intelligent. At training, you show her one thing and she tends to pick it up. So you're reaffirming my presumption that she's really intelligent and drives people around the field.
Yeah.
All right, so your sister Bess just passing out to the right, got to Mandy. Mandy's going to push it into the circle. Where your other sister Amelia's going to have a chance here. Unfortunate, not sure what that was for. How do you feel watching siblings play? Do you get excited for them? Are you not so interested? That's their world, you let them go. Where do you feel?
I'm excited but nervous at the same time.
Tell me about the nerves. Are you feeling nervous for them?
Yeah, like if they get a close shot on goal or something.
Right, so you feel that little rush of blood that they would feel on the field as well?
Yeah.
Yeah, right on. So you play as a striker?
Yeah.
Okay. And you're playing for our Sutherland 15s teams. Have you started playing women's?
Yeah, I play in 3rd grade.
Right on. How's that team going this year?
We're going well.
Yeah. As the ball just rolls out to the left. So you're playing in the CHA competition?
Yeah.
Very good. Did you play this morning?
No, we had a bye
Had a
today.
bye. Very well. Okay, so Joe's got control on the left. She's got the penalty. She's going to get it to Mandy. They're going to let him play on? No, not yet. So in terms of your family of hockey players, the three sisters, do you think you're all really different players, or can you see a similarity and consistency amongst the three of you?
I think we're different in a way. Like, we just play differently to each other.
Okay, I'm going to put you under pressure here. We've got Amelia up top, over on the right wing with the pink laces there. Can you describe her games in a couple of sentences? What do you, when you think of Amelia as a hockey player, what do you think of her? Not what do you think of, not to rate her, but what are the qualities that she has on the field that you think make her unique as a domino?
She's good at like getting in a position and like passing the ball.
Ooh, Sutherland just clearing this here. Good slap from Darcy. They're going to get a penalty on the top of the hit. Okay, so she's got the intelligence getting into position, finding the open pass.
Yeah.
Bess is then different how?
Oh, she's a really good tackler.
So Bess is aggressive in defence.
Yeah.
Bess is just hanging out in centre mid at the moment. So there's an aggression or tenaciousness to Bess that says if there's a 50-50 ball here, that is Bess's ball.
Yeah.
Very well. Ah, that was unlucky. Okay, ball's coming across the right. Look at this space Ryde have on the right-hand side. She's through the first line of defence, but the second line picks it up. Mandy's got a bit of room to operate. Go, Mandy, go. She's got the half. She's going to get a pass off here to Amy. If Amy traps well and looks up, she has Piper with her. She's got Bess and Mandy behind her. Oh, good tackle. Oh, look at that strength coming out of defence. And then Ryde have it back straight away. Just going to see. I can't see behind the pole. We're just going to stay with the action here. Ryder pushing into the circle. Cleaned up by Sutherland. Can they get it out? They can and they do well. Okay. And then you. How is your game different to the other two?
I'm not very sure. I think I use more of my skills.
Yeah.
When it comes to like beating the opponents.
Okay, so you of the three, you feel like you're slightly more confident to actually throw a drag in there or try to beat that player one-on-one.
Yeah.
Fair enough. Do you find? I always tend to think the best strikers, it's almost impossible to coach them because as soon as they get the ball, they're just thinking goal, goal, goal. Here we go, Sutherland chance across to Mandy. 140 and Ryde's going to watch that go out for the 16. I feel the best strikers think goal, 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 goal. Do you tend to have a brain that operates that as well? As soon as you get the ball, you're thinking score, score, score.
Sometimes it's scoring, but I usually look up, like try and pass it so I don't miss the goal.
You got a little bit more calmness to you. Joe controls well in the centre field. If she can get this pass out, oh, unlucky, Mandy. There's your sister. Oh, your sister teamed up for a tackle and a pass. Ball goes forward to Wetters. But Evangeline Butler's just clean that up on the right-hand side. Maturity and experience there sees her win that contest with Mandy. And now she's going to look up and clear it down the right wing to a perfectly placed Ali Rockcliffe. Okay, Joe's got to go in the centre. She's found your sister Bess. If Bess goes right, she's got Darcy. She's going to push it through to Amy in the top left. Evangeline's picked it up, but she's given away a penalty. Mandy's going to come. So I think Mandy's likely to throw back to Joe here. Joe's not going to have any time on the ball. She's been really well shut down there. That was Mahalia. Mandy's in the circle. She's got a good push on. It's going to bobble. They're going, oh, unlucky. Good pass from Joe. Darcy's got it. Can she get some speed around the right edge? No, it's a right pass. Have you had the chance to train with the 3s and 5s yet? The ML3, ML5 team?
No, not yet.
Is that something you're looking forward to doing the next season?
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, definitely. They're going to get a long corner for Ryde here. Right square pass and a good pass straight back after the defensive move. They've got a circle entry. Well controlled and cleared out, but Ryder picked up the trap. Ryder going to transfer it around the back, and they do that well. Evangeline's got it. She's turned onto that 4-stick. Look at the skill to carry that one-handed on the 4-stick side and then make an incredible pass into Mahalia. We've got another circle entry. Sutherland hit it out. Amy's got it. Good control. Here comes Chloe. Good tackle from Ryde, though. unfortunate miss here. Gave them half a chance. So, Miss Ellie, before we had Hannah McClung up here, just chatting about some coaching ideas, did Hannah ever teach you or coach you in your younger years?
No.
No, you haven't had coach yet? Fair enough. She was talking about triangles being her favourite shape. So the idea of getting, obviously, people at 3 different points and the pass can move around and the players can then move around to create space. What... sorry. I've just been I've seen a great lead from Darcy up into the right-hand side. We'll stay with this and see if Ryde can get it out. Oh, I thought she was going to go for the overhead then. She's cleared out to the sideline. So I'm just going back to the question before, talking about triangles and movement. Have you had the joy of playing with any team that was particularly good at creating leads and moving people around for opportunities yet?
I don't think so, not yet.
Not yet? Still developing?
Yeah, we're all juniors, so.
Good, that's it. Juniors can have that effect where if there is one person who's been lucky to develop talent at an early age, it's a game of, chuck the ball to them and we'll just all run around outside them.
Yeah.
How's your 15s team this year going?
We're going good so far, yeah. I think we're top of the table.
Congratulations. And who's in that competition with you guys? So is there another Sutherland team?
Yeah, the team that came up from under 13 A's.
Okay, yep. The Sutherland team, is there a St George team?
Yeah, St George, Glebe and UNSW.
Okay, so there'll be some solid clubs there.
Yeah.
All right, we've got 15 seconds to see this out. So Sutherland are down a couple of goals. What seems to happen in your mind when you're playing and you're down 1 or 2? Do you stay optimistic and do you stay full of hope? Or do you tend to get that,
I get a bit angry.
Anger. Well,
Yeah.
the disappointment. Very well. Now, do you find that you play well with that anger? You harness it into energy and speed on the ball?
Yeah, definitely.
It works for you? Very good. I've always found with my game that anger's never helped. I always play my best sport from a place of joy and calm and happiness and contentment. If I'm trying to get angry or force things, it will just create bad opportunities and bad mistakes. Is there anything you'd like to say to all the hockey mums out there on this Mother's Day?
Thanks for getting us to hockey.
You think so? You're playing for the 15s. Think already about the hundreds of hockey mums that had a positive experience in your life, right? Getting your teammates to the field, managing your teams, coaching your teams, helping out in the canteen, contributing to streaming and things like this, just being around and a positive role model. We are really lucky to have a lot of really, really good mums involved in our sport and our club in particular.
Yeah.
What have we got going on here in front of us? We're trying to power or charge something?
Camera's facing us.
Indeed. I'm worrying if this is a new initiative of Streamlord Domro.
Oh,
if
no.
we're not about to be on a commentary camera that he's going to flick through.
Oh, no.
We're just going to shout out around here, Mrs. Holloman, Happy Mother's Day. How are you, Macman? Sir, I'm loving that bucket hat. It's very noticeable on the streams. That's it. I can't believe the referee didn't give you that stroke that you so eloquently called for. Game on. Last chance. You want to jump in? Oh, we're trying to get Mrs. Fletcher, the mum of the goalkeeper, in. Does Dad want to jump in? Dad will. Do you want to go, Ellie, do you want to break or do you want to go third headset?
I don't mind.
Get him the third headset. Let's rig him up. So you're going to need to get him the Sony headset and you're going to need to get him the Samsung Q7. Mind our shop talk as we just get Mr. Fletcher, the father of Isabel Fletcher, the goalkeeper for Sutherland, in here. Mandy Carmody's picked it up in the centre. She's given it to Piper. Piper's got Amy Wedges on the right wing. Good passing.
No clue.
Oh, he's got the headset. Mrs. Fletcher's still pretending she doesn't want to be involved in the stream. She's hanging closer and closer. All right. Are you hot? Is he hot, Mr. Domino? He's not hot yet. The fader comes up. Are you hot?
I'm not hearing anything.
He's hot.
I'm on.
You're hot. We can hear you. You can hear us.
I can't hear you very well.
Just take the headset off. All the 13 centimetres from you.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Happy Mother's Day to all the mums out there.
Oh, he's a natural. You're welcoming him to the microphone, Mr. Fletcher, father of the goalkeeper. This is a great pass to 20 metres on the right-hand side. Couldn't happen there. Okay, Mr. Fletcher, we're going to you for the parent corner. Isabel is a great goalkeeper and starting to play at a really high level. What does that do to a parent?
It's exciting.
Is it, yeah, so
it is exciting.
The joys are great.
Yeah. So the highs and lows, unfortunately, we haven't had too many lows. What we've found is that this team in particular is incredibly supportive of all the younger girls. I say the older ladies. I'm not calling them old, but they're older than obviously the young girls.
Yep.
And they just love having the youth around, and that's so good for both parties, I believe. Yeah.
I really agree. And it also helps when the youth is suitably talented that you can actually help the older people win a hockey game and then they feel better about themselves.
Yeah, well, that's true too.
But in terms of those devastating lows when you're talking about grand finals or missed whatevers, do you really start to feel it heavily, especially as your daughter becomes a woman and she's experiencing that at such magnitude?
Yeah. We do. Isabel's always been very, very confident and strong within herself. And one of the really, really cool things about her is that she can let 1, 2, 3 goals in and it doesn't seem to affect her.
Yeah, right.
She's always been very, very strong mentally in saying, well, you know what? The other people should have done what they need to do and not rely upon me for everything. So I'm finding as the games are getting harder, that ability to shut out may not be as strong as it once was.
Okay, yeah, sure.
I think because she's now starting to take things on a little bit more personally as the grade gets stronger.
Yes, but there's also the reality there, that, as you've just mentioned, the competition gets tougher and tougher.
It really is.
When you're playing 11s or 13s and you're playing for a club as big as Sutherland or as big as Ryde, just by virtue of where you are, you're probably going to have a lot of success.
Yeah.
But as you're getting to 15, 17 and women's, you're starting to float around state squads, you're starting to float around rep squads, and by virtue of that, you're coming up against the best of the best.
Absolutely.
That's it.
Yeah.
So, so a really challenging moment for a young woman's career in this 15s to 17s gap. Yep. And the mental game, as we talk about so much, is so important right now. Ellie, have you seen that with either of your sisters in terms of they both love playing hockey and they want to push themselves? Are you seeing them put the pressure on themselves at home, or are you seeing the way they react to games become different?
Yeah, mainly with Bethany. She's like always stressed out now.
About hockey?
Yeah, like with her skills and that.
Yeah.
Kind of.
So that's tough. Like, it's hard enough being a teenager and adapting to the modern world and all that, but to be putting pressure on yourself to be incredible at something you love, I think that's really well said. That's a difficult thing to do as a young person.
It's difficult to do as an old person.
Oh, I know, isn't it? Oh, great save from Izzy. Second save.
Oh, and again
good
and
strong.
again.
And third. Well played, Isabel Fletcher.
It takes me back, Patrick. I played goalie.
Did you?
I did many, many years ago.
Yeah, with the Canes?
No. I played for my high school.
Which high school?
Carringba High Selective, Patrick.
Oh, mate, we're alumni.
There
What
we
era?
go.
I was 02, non-grad. What year did you grad?
I was, well,
He's
I'll
not
put it
gonna
this
say.
way.
Yeah.
I'll put it this way.
Yeah.
When I was playing hockey, they took 2 of us onto the ark.
They took
Yeah, it was a while ago. But
I can see why you married him. That's pretty funny. I'll pay that.
It's exciting to see Isabel following in her dad's
Indeed.
footsteps.
And a little bit easier when you've got that beautiful foam-injected rubber as opposed to the concrete that you added to stick around in.
It was very, very different.
That's it.
I don't think I'd let her play if she was wearing my stuff.
No. So I always talk to this with keepers. It's such a weird position in hockey. So they get a little bit of momentum, but Evangeline's going to shut it down. Have you noticed how talented Ryde are on that one-hand carry on the wing? They are good.
Yeah, number 140 in particular, incredibly strong down that side.
Yeah, the right-hand side has been super solid with Evangeline Butler and then 37, Mahalia. They've been really rock solid. Okay, goalkeepers in hockey, it's such an interesting conversation in terms of how did you get here? Why are you still here? Because I think in soccer it's a far more relational position, right? You can still use your feet and come out and kick. You're part of the defensive outletting. There seems to be a little bit more ligament kind of connection between you and the team. But hockey is this weird place where you're covered in foam. You can't play with your stick the way that other field players do. You're not at all, like skill-wise, there's no real lap over there. So how does a young keeper, how did she become a keeper? How did you consign yourself to the fact of paying 20 grand for over the next 10 years? What were the discussions? What was the process in the household?
Well, let's just back it up again. Yeah. Nobody said anything about 20 grand.
Well, a kid's worth about 3 to 4, and if you say she's replaced it every 2 to 3 years, you're up for 20 grand.
Yeah, well, that's true too. I suppose I hadn't looked at it like that.
Before she gets a job?
Yeah. Look,
that's it.
Isabel's my only daughter.
Yep.
And I'd spend $50,000 on keeping her safe.
Yeah, that's it, yeah.
But that's my budget.
That's it.
No more.
That's it. So, but when did the conversation start in respect to, I think I might go keeper? And you're probably like, don't go keeper. Why would you go?
Yeah, under 11s.
Yeah.
And I think it just came out at that age group.
Yeah.
Everybody has a go at keeper.
Yeah, you have 1 week, everyone. Yeah.
Yeah, and no one else really wanted it.
Yeah.
And Isabel sort of said, yeah, look, I don't mind that. I like it. And obviously I was keen for it because I'd been there myself.
Okay, yeah.
And she just loves it. I think part of it is that it's a bit more relaxed than having to run for 60 minutes. I'm not going to lie to you. I think that's appealing in the beginning. But I think she's realising now is that whilst I stand in the goal mouth for most of the game, it's the off-field stuff that you really need to work on.
Strength and the Ellie, did you ever think about becoming a goalkeeper?
No.
Never.
But I can say Bethany was keen on it once.
Really? Oh, wait, Sutherland's in a chance here. Chloe's got the ball. She's at the dot. She's got
keeper.
Great save, but Chloe second's got it. She's pushed it out to the right. Can Piper get there? Manny Carmody's going to pick it up in the mid. She's going to keep this pressure on. She's got to pass into the mid. She's then got to pass out to the right. That is an incredible triangle. Hannah McClung will be proud. Bess has got a circle entry on the right-hand side. Foot, short corner.
Lovely.
There we go.
Now, I don't like to sound biased, but that was nice.
That was very nice play.
That was so good.
And Ellie, lots of contribution there from your sister Bess, who just 3 years ago wanted to be a keeper, you say? So she actually came home one day and looked at you and said, I want to be a keeper. And you looked at her and said, okay.
Yeah. It was like random, and we were just like, all right.
Yep, fair play. So obviously that only lasted about 2 weeks.
Yeah.
Nothing transformed. All right, okay. Joe's going to push in. What do you two think? Are we going to Hannah? Are we going to Chloe? I think we're going not Hannah, Darcy. Darcy in the pink shoes. Darcy's grabbed it. She's going to get a shot off.
Oh, there it is.
Now here you go. Bess has got it.
Bess.
Bess wanted to slap it. She's going to push it in the centre. And it's gone in! Southern have 8 minutes to get back in the game here. Let's see what they can do. Well done. Let's watch the replay. So Bess throws it back in the centre. It bobbles up, and it's gone into the goal. Now, Ellie, your sister Bess has an incredible slap on her. Yeah. And I thought I could see her winding that up. But then whatever reason, her brain said, no, I'm going to chuck it back in the middle. And we've got a bobble up. Now, Ryde are going to come back fierce here. The worst time to let in a goal is, of course, the 1 minute after you've just scored one. So let's see if they can handle the pressure and get it going back the other way. All right, that's off a foot, so it's going to be Sutherland ball.
So what's your background, Patrick? You ever played goalie?
Never. I don't think I was ever asked to put on the canes and do a shift in keepers. For whatever reason, when I was coming through juniors, there was always at least 1 or 2 decent keepers around who wanted that responsibility. So I avoided it. And I played, because I'm a bit older, I played in the era of just Sydney, not the multiple SSHA, SEA, CR stuff. So you didn't have to find 4 keepers for Sydney, you only had to find 3 or 2 or 3. Right? So it's a bit easier. Okay, Bess has got the
We're
ball on
away
the right
down
hand
the
side.
right.
She's got a pass to her sister Amelia. Amelia's going to retain ball. What can they do in the fading light over on the eastern side? All right, Ellie, we're going to teach you bad habits. 6.5 minutes to get back into this game. Are you betting on a Ryde win or are you betting on a Sutherland comeback?
I reckon Souther will try and come back.
Oh, terrible habits. 1, you're gambling, and 2, you're going for the underdog.
I'd just like to say, if anyone has a problem, the gambling hotline's
Oh,
available.
yeah.
Oh,
Gamble responsibly.
That's it. What's the news saying they say? What will it really cost you or no,
What-
you can't
yeah.
spend? Yeah.
You win some, you lose
You
more.
lose more.
Let that be a lesson to everybody out there.
Indeed, especially our Sutherland youth. Ellie, the mood definitely seems to be with your opinion that Sutherland are mounting a bit of a comeback here. Can you feel the energy in Sutherland just seems to be a little bit higher than where Ryde is right now?
yeah.
So, okay, so Mandy throws it to Joe. Joe can keep this going, but instead she's gone back left to Darcy. Darcy looks up. Darcy's found Piper in the circle. She's thrown it. Piper's got it. Piper's going to turn around and lift it towards the centre. Oh! Darcy's going to pick it up. She's going to look for a foot and try and get a result here. But that is great defence. I've said her name a thousand times, Evangeline Butler. Oh, that was a good contest, Evangeline versus Darcy. That was nice to watch. Okay, Emily intelligently taps it, gets the defence to move, creates the space for Darcy to receive it. Darcy's gone for the slap. It's going to be another Sutherland long corner. Expect to see the same again. Joe wants Emily to be coming right this time. She's gone back. She's going to look to transfer to the mids. Oh, that space is open. Oh, unlucky. Just heard your mum call out Run Buggy.
Yeah.
We heard the story of Mealy Bug last week.
Oh.
Amelia's nickname is Mealy Bug. Mealy Bug,
Oh, that's gold.
isn't it?
Yeah.
Lucky we're not broadcasting to all of New South Wales.
I know.
The world. I
All
stand
the
corrected.
world, that's it. To the
Comments from Luke.
That's it. To the 7 billion prospective listeners. Okay, that's a great tackle from Sutherland to shut down that attack. That was dangerous. Ellie, what's your nickname in the family?
Ellie.
Ellie, good, solid.
Very basic.
Mr. Fletcher, I'm scared to ask for your nickname in the household.
It's Ted.
It's Ted. It's Ted.
Yeah,
Where
Ted.
does Ted come from? You just point out.
As a young boy,
Yeah. To his extra dry.
my father used to call me.
Great Joe, great jab tackle from Joe there, and she's got it out the left, and she keeps this. She's going to be able to find someone in the middle. Ball goes. Chloe Antilla's on it. Good backstick drag, but she's got 3 Ryde defenders to try and beat. And that's cleared up. Okay, so your Bessie's got it the right wing. We're staying with her. Mealy Bugs leaks out to the right side. She can throw it back
Back
to
into
Bess.
Bess.
Perfect.
No.
Let's see what we can do next. Ryde shut it down. 3.5 minutes left for Ellie's bet to pay off. Okay, White Ted, grandfather.
Yeah, so he used to call me SH. Head.
And we'll stop there, ladies and gentlemen.
Yes, we will. Anyhow, my mother said, you can't call him that.
That's it. Look, I'm a primary school teacher. Fortunately for you, most kids these days can't spell, so we're going to get out of that one all right.
So they just, they shortened it to Ted.
He's shortened it to Ted.
Yeah.
Good for him. And a very supportive grandfather, it sounds.
Yeah, yeah. He had his moments.
He had his moments. All right, you've got 2 minutes and 55 seconds for your big prediction to pay off here. No pressure. Ryde, good trap from Piper. Referee's found a foot, though. Big slap. Okay,
Nice.
great trap from Chloe. She's got Mealy Bug on the right-hand
nice.
side. Still got a chance here. Oh, unlucky. Okay, we've got 2.5 minutes. Let's see what they can do. They have the numbers. It's 5 or 6 on, 4 or 5. But Ryder streaking back in support. Referee's not happy with what Bess did. I think she did fine. Goes back to Mandy.
Oh.
That's right. Good pass.
Go Bess.
Well played, Bess. Unlucky not to get the ball back from that one. Obstruction. But clever from Kiara using your body just to slow down the play and cut off Bess's avenues of attack. Mandy goes to Joe. Joe fires up the wing to Bess. Referee says we're going to the north. Manny's got it. She's going to have pace. You can hear Lady Noy in the background there, warming up her voice for the ML3 game. No appearance of the noisemaker yet. Is the noisemaker here today? So with juniors, seniors, representative, how many games of hockey will you watch this year, Mr. Fletcher?
Oh, I would say.
Wait, Ryde's in here. Izzy's going to... Oh, it's in the post!
Oh, unlucky.
Didn't see that coming. That came out of nowhere. I think that's just poor Sutherland being exhausted from the effort. Let's catch it back. There was two in the circle. Izzy just missed to hit the post, and there was no way she was getting to that. Can't blame anyone for that one. Okay, Sutherland's gone quickly with Piper. They kick back to Chloe. Chloe's going to hit straight into Ryde's feet. Conservatively, how many games of hockey
we'll be looking at 40 or 50.
That feels about right. I would have thought a bit more, but yeah, okay, feels about right. That's a lot of hockey.
It is a lot of hockey, yeah. I've really enjoyed the live streaming that's been afforded to us by Luke.
It's fun, isn't it?
It's really good, and it's good for family that don't live in Sydney.
Don't live in Sydney?
Yeah.
And an incredible attribute to players and coaches to be able to sit there and calmly watch it back with a really good feed. It's an amazing gift. So to the Dom Road to Stream Lord, thank you very much, sir. We clear it out. That's probably going to be the end of the game. When you watch 40 or 50 games of hockey a season, it starts to afford you a right to have an opinion. Do you like to share your opinion with the crowd and the audiences on the sideline sometimes?
Yes.
Yes, you do. And we encourage all parents and people communicating to do that responsibly.
That's exactly right.
So congratulations to Ryde there. That was a hard-fought game, but they did deserve that victory. They played really, really well. They had some key people in key positions. We're going to call out Mahalia Dainty, 31, incredible play in the midfield. Kiara, 47, really controlled the game well on the top of the circle. We called Ali Rockcliffe for a couple of great things, and Evangeline Butler, her single-hand right-hand carry down the right wing created at least 4 or 5 circle entries, and probably at least 1 or 2 goals. Congratulations to them. Ryde, they keep doing it week in, week out. They're a classy outfit. Either of you have any opinions on the game you just watched? We'll start with Ellie. No, Ellie's disappointed that she made a metaphorical bet that didn't pay off. And Mr. Fletcher, what do you think?
I thought it was a great game.
It was a good game.
I thought it was very strong. Yeah, Ryde certainly had the better of Sutherland today.
Play. Yeah. Now, it's early in the season, but with Ellie's money, I would expect to see Ryde in the semi-finals.
Oh, with Ellie's money, yeah, I'd put that they'd win.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, if someone else is paying.
Sir, you're a father of a Sutherland player. You should probably be betting on Sutherland to win. But
well, not if it's Ellie's money.
We're calling it here now, Sutherland Ryde Grand Final in ML5 this year. We'll see you at Homebush in what? When is it? August?
Sutherland to win.
Sutherland to win.
Sutherland to win.
Very good. All right, we're going to have a little break here at Tradies Hockey Park, and we're going to come back in about 4 or 5 minutes for ML3. Now, this game against Sydney Uni could be a barnstormer. Look, we're a Sydney Uni on the tail of the moment. You're just putting in some stream. We'll come back and we'll tell you in 5 minutes. All the mothers out there, have a very happy Mother's Day. Thank you to Ellie for joining us in the broadcast booth. It was lovely to have you.
Thanks for having me.
Oh, thank you. And thank you to Mr. Fletcher or Ted for jumping up and giving the parent input at the end.
Thank you. It's been a lot of fun.
It was a pleasure and a good time having you. Let us go get a sausage sandwich and to support the local hockey clubs of Sydney. the commentator view. Ladies and gentlemen, didn't the subscriptions just rapidly increase? That is the field. Oh, I've gone picture in picture. Streamlord, you've done it. All right, welcome back to this ML3 competition between Sutherland and Sydney Uni. First, introducing Sydney Uni, number 1, Sue Thomas, Amelia Parker, Sarah Bird, Diva Wilson, Edwina Paul, Campbell Bradley, Lottie Keelty, Emily O'Grady-Shorten, Elise Cope, Phoebe Fraser, Sophie Brown, Carly McReynolds, Georgia O'Grady-Shorten, Ellie Chanchi, and Gabriella Richmond. And from Sutherland, the ML3 team as playing today, goalkeeper Liv Coxedge, 11 Christine Agius, 18 Felicia Swift, 21 Alex Tomahawk Noy, 34 I'd rather go home than play hockey for Sutherland Rusan, 36 Hannah McClung, 51 Sarah Dredge, 157 Kiara Shaw, 119 Paris Barnard, 243 Yasmin Caney Phillips, 273 Jamie Grace Patello, 276 Megan Mazurek, 295 Kate McKinley, 300 Hannah Ubrian, and 303 Brooke Smith. Their coach is Craig Turner. So we're kicking off in a couple of minutes here. If we can get a shot of the table currently, we're working on it. I'd love to see how things stand in ML3 at the moment. Here we are. So up top on 15 points with 14 for and against, University of New South Wales. Sutherland won right on their heels, so 12 points because of that loss they've endured. But look at the for and against, 22. A lot of that would have come from the last stream we had against Macquarie. Okay, so Sydney Uni 7th, 2 wins, 1 draw, 2 losses, 4 points, and 7. All right. So we're seeing a 2 versus 7 battle this afternoon. Some Sutho juniors take the time to be rapscallions on the pitch and just miscreant themselves some free shots. The umpires are making their way onto the field as the teams form their circles. Sydney Uni have brought with them their mascot, a golden retriever, who is very happily wagging its tail over in the Southern dugout. Looks very happy with itself. Oh, 1, 2, 3, go Sutho. Didn't hear the ceremonial bashing of the $500 carbon sticks though. It's turned into quite a nice autumnal afternoon, looking at the Sutherland Shire landscape to the east, out towards Botany Bay and the Pacific Ocean. Alright. Liv, been a traditional goalkeeper, standing in the goals. Oh, Lady Noy has started to the south. She's getting her hands ready. She's excited. She's called for between 5 to 7 Tomahawks today, and the ball is played by Sydney to the south, and our game has started. 58 in the midfield carries ably, gets it out to the right wing, who smashes it up the sideline. Settler pass to begin with, and Sutherland going to have to work it out of their own 25. Let's see how they go about it. Okay, quick transfer. Ooh. Unfortunate start to the game. That's right, we'll turn that around. Okay, Lottie Keelty carrying to the right. She's looking to finish up with her striker. Pass wasn't what she hoped for, but they've still got a circle entry. They've pushed it across. Ooh. Long corner off the stick of McClung there. All right, back to Keelty. This time she's going to look to the left. She's playing it back through Edwina Paul. Straight back to Keelty. I love seeing 1-2s like that. Real intelligence. The whole defensive structure just moves across and you throw it straight back, and there's a hole where there was not a hole before. All right, so Sydney Uni are taking it out from the right sideline. Tapped it themselves, and they've thrown it deep back to Paul. Paul's going to carry straight. She's looking to hit up the right side again. That was Lottie Kilty sliding out to the right. JJ is carrying up the left wing for Sutho. Good strength on ball, good turnaround, but has found a Sydney Uni stick instead of a Sutho stick. Fortunately, it's going out the back line for a Sutho 16. Okay, let's see how the transfer goes around. So Hannah McClung, the DM, has dropped into the back line to play a back four for the outlet. Goes to centre defender Dredge. Quickly out to McClung. McClung's going to carry this to get a bit of space, and then the slap up to Kristen Agius. Agius has control of the back stick. Yasmin Kane's going to throw it back to McClung for the penalty. I think McClung's going to look right to Ruth here. Ruth's in space. I'd throw it back to McClung. Kilty controls that well. I think I'm going to be saying that name a lot. Lottie Kilty has shown real poise in the middle of the field. She's obviously Sydney Uni's controlling presence. Good attack down the left wing by Elise Cope. McClung picks it up. Nice 1-2 chance here. Yasmin's going to take the chance to use her skills to play it out of defence. Get it back to Ruth. Ruth can hit McClung. Ably does so. Hannah's found Kristen, and she's moved for the 1-2. Kristen's made a good pass. Just a little ahead of Hannah. Excellent intelligence, though. Nice connections and nice play. So far, a fascinating contest. Both teams playing intelligent hockey. Okay, it's coming down the right wing here. Good slap to the striker. Striker's made a great trap. She's got an intelligent centre striker in 71 who's led out to create space. Ball's bubbled into the circle. Umpire says, no, let's go the other way. 71 from Sydney Uni, Carly McReynolds. If you saw on the feed, she went from the dot, centre striker, and led right out to the right wing to create that space that they used. Okay, 190 for Sutho. That is Paris Barnyard. Excellent strike. Okay, she's in a three down the centre striker. Sydney Uni have cleared it away. They've settled it. They've made a good pass. Good carry by Elise Cope. Yasmin Kane on the field there. Yasmin's found a channel in the left side. She's in a circle entry. Can she get a foot or a result? Pulls it back. Good tackles from Sydney. Oh, it's hit a foot. Short corner. Wasn't expecting that pass. Sydney Uni just shake hands there going, what were you doing passing on my foot? You know, that's a penalty for the other team. Okay, so Ruth's heading over to inject. Okay. Oh, is this two? No, one battery. So Hannah's going to do the old fancy reverse stick trap. Feeding off to Yasmin. Yasmin steps back for the drag flick. Injection from Ruth. Good. Trap good. Yasmin hit. Good, but a great save from the keeper. Control the ball down. Plays it on it and a second short corner. As we do so, I'm just turning to the players returning from the level 5 game. Congratulations, ladies, and inviting them to the commentary table when they are ready. All right, so our second short corner. Ruth to inject, Hannah to trap, Yasmin to strike. Good injection, good trap. Great tackle from Sydney Uni defence there, but it's still in play, and they've cleared it off to the side. Likely to hit the sideline. Saved by the midfielder coming back. Still pressure on here, Sutho. McClung's got it. Good play on. Ooh, advantage? No. Don't like advantage. We like calling penalties. Great pass from Kristen back to Hannah, and then the intelligent pass. Nui will get that more often than not. All right, Sydney Uni to play it out from their own 25. The central defenders are pretty high for a safe transfer. They're going to go for the big slap right across. I'd like to see that right outside defender pushing higher for the receive the pass in more free space. It's going to leak out the side for a Sutherland ball, and we're going back the other way. Kristen going for a quick sub. Trying to find Yasmin in the middle, but Sydney have her capably marked. Whoa, hit. Oh, semi-cleared by the keeper. It slid off to the side. At least Cope's gotten that safely out of their 20, or their immediate D area. Sydney still have a bit of work to do. Good overlap. Oh, unlucky not to get that. Just outside the reach of Campbell Bradley. Brad Campbell Bradley? Excuse me, Campbell. All right, so we just reached that first energy dip. The first 5 minutes, everyone's usually a bit excited and running hard, and we're settling into what you'd think would be the natural pace of the game for the next couple of quarters. Sutherland maintain possession, quick take, looking for the pass into Noy. Excuse me, that wasn't Noy. Alex might have just ducked to the bench. There's Noy. All right, Sydney carrying. They do have 3 strikers. They've got numbers if they get there quickly. McClung's covered that well. Okay, nothing going forward. Let's see this ball go back. Sutherland need to be quick with it though. There is defence there. Sarah carries it well to create that space to get the pass off to Ruth. Great tackle from Ruth. Oh, unlucky not to connect with Noy coming through the centre there. All right, Sydney Uni well played on that ball to beat. So Benson McClung's picked it up the back stick. She throws it off, looking for it back. Good scramble defence from Sydney, and can she get that with a nice slap? Oh, a short corner. All right, short corner number 3. You have fun, it'll be great. Come on. Happy Mother's Day. All right, here comes the ejection from Ruth. Should be looking for Hannah on the top. Good injection, good trap. Yasmin with it. For short. Setting up for number 4. Ejection's good. Trap's good. Good push. We're going for round 5. Hannah traps. Yasmin's got time. Out left to the left. Back. Oh, she's got acres now. Oh, great. Strong to the keeper. And there's Noy. All right, we're looking for... All right, there's one. Mags. Lady Noy, there's one. 6 to go. Too much power. You've never said that before, ever. Never enough power. All right. Oh, here we go. Injection. McClung traps well. Yasmin's got time. Drags back. Finds McClung leaking out to the right. And another short corner. We're just bringing in another special guest to the commentary booth. We'll give him a chance to get settled. Yeah, go for that one. Sounds better. All right, McClung traps. Yasmin with a shot. Driven hard. Sydney's going to clear it, and this time they're going to get it out of the D. Oh, no, another shot. Welcome to the booth. Amelia from ML5. How are you doing? Oh, wait, she's quiet. She is again for the audience at home. How are you doing?
Back?
You're back. How are you doing?
I'm good.
So welcome to the broadcast for ML3. Congratulations on your game. It's never fun to lose, but I thought you played well, and as the game went on, you guys really started to get some combinations going towards the end.
Thank you. Yeah, it got better as it went.
Oh, driven. Oh, this keeper has saved them about 3 or 4 goals already. It did. Your combinations really started to come. And yourself and Piper played really well up in striker. All right. So you've had the pleasure of playing with a lot of this ML3 team.
Yeah, I have.
We're just going to hold on. Noi's going to go for a tomahawk here. She's working it.
Oh.
And I imagine, and I'd love your experience and your expertise on this, the vibe and the feeling in the ML3 squad at the moment, what's it like?
It's very like not intense, but everyone's there for the same reason. Everyone wants to work hard.
Yeah, and it seems like they're riding high on a lot of confidence and belief.
Yeah. And like every time they want to do better. Like if we lose, we just got to get back and do better.
Yeah. Who, if you could say, the driving force of the direction or the intention to be better, who's that voice that's like, let's go, let's go, let's go?
Well, it's definitely a few. It's a bit of a team effort.
Okay.
But some of the like more senior players, like Sarah and Hannah and stuff,
Yep.
they're always there to do better.
Yeah. All right, JJ really putting the pace on to try and cover that right wing. Sydney Union going to throw it back and try and work around the right-hand side with a transfer. Well executed. They now have some space they've earned here. AM's got some space. She can flick it through to the swinger. Nice little breather for the Sydney Uni defenders. Ooh, Sarah didn't intend that, and Sydney Uni can make something happen out of that pass. They're into the circle. They've got a short corner. As a player, how does it feel when you've had pressure, no goal, and then it flips around the other way and you defending a short corner immediately?
It's pretty rough. It's a quick turnaround.
Isn't it?
And you've just got to get back.
Go back.
And it takes you a bit off guard, but you've got to get back.
I would argue it's a really different feeling to just having a short corner awarded against you in the kind of natural rhythms of play, because you have that real moment of like head dropping. We didn't get a goal after however many shorts, and now we've got to get back and defend. It feels somewhat kind of unjust. Okay, Sydney Uni, good injection. Oh, the pass has gone wide, unfortunately. Sutherland have picked it up, and then Sutherland are going to have numbers if they can get out fast. Good turn. Can they get it across the middle into McClung? They can. Through to 303. 303, Brooke Smith's carrying the ball up the right wing. JJ's calling for it. It's gone to Alex. JJ's going to have A because the space to get in the circle. Is she going to shoot? She's going to cross, looking for Noi. You're a striker. Do you find it hard to find that balance between carrying the ball and the pass? So, and when I say that, JJ's pass there was very unselfish, but if she'd carried an extra metre, she's probably got a shot on goal. And as a coach, you're always saying unselfish, 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 except for when you should be selfish. And I think it's very difficult to actually coach that. That's something a brain just learns. Your opinion, how do you find that balance when you're playing?
It's hard because you just want to get the ball away.
Yeah.
Like if it's in somebody else's hands, then you can't make the mistake.
Yeah, okay.
So,
yeah.
But you have to kind of check, I reckon, a lot.
Yeah.
Once you've found the pass straight away. But I reckon it's like between finding it and knowing you can actually pass.
The emotions of playing sport, especially some of hockey, are fascinating, aren't they? So if you've got all the time in the world and you're confident that you can beat the player defending you, there's a real joy and rush to carrying the ball. But if you're feeling that pressure and you feel the weight of expectation from your team, like you've just articulated, there's that, oh, phew, I got rid of the ball and I didn't get tackled.
And then there's also, like, you've got to make a decision between whether the pass or actually the carry is the right decision.
Yeah, exactly, right.
So, I don't know, you just hope for the best.
And when you say make the decision, I think, JJ's got a good jab tackle. She's going to get the space on the right wing. She's got the pace on that defender. Unfortunately, misgo. When you say make the decision, it's really interesting because it's not actually a process of logic in your head, is it? It's kind of this split-second thing where some reptilian part of your brain just goes, and then you're left to make a reason why you did that later on. Coach is like, why'd you do that? And you're like, I don't know, I just did it. So I'm going to make something up to tell coach. As our attention is brought to the sideline again, can you see that adorable golden retriever?
I was just
Is
looking
it
at
just way for his tail?
Just sitting there.
That's it. All right, Noy, beautiful back. Oh, that's not Noy, sorry. Beautiful back stick. We're in now. Noy, here we go. Good stick skills. Turned around on the side. Oh, it's in the post. All right, so Noy had a chance for a tomahawk there, which he didn't go for. I'm shocked, as his mum. Worked it into the 4-stick. Okay, this has still got a good opportunity. There's plenty of Sutho up there in the circle. Adrius gets in the circle. Good back stick control. And we got a short corner. Oh, on the dot. I love these ones. Have you ever scored or been scored against in a situation like this? Time off, short corner?
Yes.
Yeah. Did you have the
one after the buzzer in the final quarter?
Yeah.
That's a pretty good feeling.
That's a funny feel, yeah. So at the primary school boys state championships last year, we were playing a team. We were down 2-1. We had a short corner after the dead siren, and it went in. Anyway,
that's amazing.
But I didn't feel like that celebratory moment. We're just going to stop here for this short corner. Okay, good injection goes to McClung. Yasmin's got it. Pushes to the corner. Oh, it's through! Oh, that's heartbreaking for Sydney, but deserved for Sutho. There's the noisemaker. Get it going, Lady Noy. What is that? 276, Megan Missouri. I've not seen that before, the worm. There you go. Okay, so this is exactly what I'm talking about. We had that moment where we're down 2-1. The ball goes in after time. What are you here to get us best? You getting us snacks? No. The ball goes in when we're 2-1 down. I just walked on laughing because I didn't feel it was necessarily just, but it was a hilarious situation. You out of here?
No, I'm hanging around.
Just hanging around. Good for you. And the bug. That's it, and the mealy bug. All right, we'll get commentary camp going, mate. So.
Seriously?
Yeah, it's great.
Oh my goodness.
No, it's great. So let's quickly talk about here because that's a huge emotional change. Sutho have gone in with that boost. Sydney go into the talk with that incredible feeling of like, oh, really? Like that macabre sense of defeat. That's a tough thing to handle on just after the buzz.
It definitely gives them a bit of push to come back harder.
How do you, as a player yourself, do you find that when you go down, you get motivated to keep pushing, or can you feel that sense of like, oh, like you're on the train to losing here?
I feel like it makes me want to run harder.
Okay.
Like, I just want to get back.
You just want to get back?
No, we won't risk it. We'll just feel
That's an interesting conversation because I don't know if you can coach or teach those kind of things. I do wonder if it's just something that some brains respond that way and other brains go, oh, we're losing.
Yeah.
Like, this is inevitable. Yeah, so Sydney Uni are definitely playing optimistic. That's good ball movement coming out in the second quarter. Shut down well there by, I think that's Paris, 190. Yeah, it's Paris. Okay, I expect a transfer here because once again their right outside defender has about a kilometre of space in front of her.
Their transfers are really quick.
They're good, right?
Yeah.
Now, so Sutherland obviously playing quite compressed in the half. They're really reducing the width of that field, and they're relying on the speed of their strikers and JJ in particular to get across to the other wing and cover. As that Kristen's channeling down the side. Yasmin wants this ball. She's going to challenge. She's put a lot of pressure on. Ably deflected by Sydney's skills, though. Well done, Sydney. That was impressive at 86. Ellie Chanchi, great control in the face of pressure. So they've picked it up. JJ's found space. She's out into space. Oh, good tackle. 34, Edwina Paul. I'll bring this over the middle so you can see it. Good advice from the peanut gallery up in the background. Let's get onto it. Specific, measurable, achievable. I like it. I'm not sure what we're getting onto. Okay, good carry. I like the idea of the pass. So you've had experience under the tutelage of Craig. Yep. What's Craig like as a coach? Is he a really relaxed, supportive kind of personality? Is he more demanding, let's get this going kind of personality? Where does he fit in the spectrum?
I wouldn't say demanding, but driven.
Driven?
Like,
okay.
we all know our place and what we need to do.
Right on.
But, you know, it's not a problem to have some fun.
Okay, Hannah's got it from Sarah, who'd pushed up the side. We're going out to the left outside defender. Kristen's looking for the pass coming back. Miss Trap and Sydney's going to control this in the middle. Nice play there again from Ellie. Ellie's shown a couple of really intelligent moments of on-ball control, just using her body and then rotating around on the four-stick rather than making, oh, look at the skills. Beautiful play. Oh, she can play. Doff of the cap to you, Miss Ellie.
Uni's picking up all the loose balls.
Yeah, aren't they?
Really easily.
They've got, I think they have a little bit more pace in the midfield. So we've seen Ellie pick up a couple of things there, and then Lottie Keelty was like that in the first quarter. There was Lottie there, just getting dispossessed. Ball goes back, it's in a circle. Sydney can have a chance here. Ball's bobbing around, it's a short corner. Now the umpires today are a father-son duo. You'll notice the son's gone out on his own with his short corner style. He's gone for the full arm extension, whereas Dad's gone for the half arm extension. Do you have a preference?
I reckon the more dramatic one.
The more dramatic one?
Yeah.
Have you ever seen the full arm extension out on the 45-degree angle, almost like you're doing a triangle kind of thing? That one's always dramatic. It gets to the point where some people are so exaggerated, you're like, what are you doing? All right, here comes the injection. It's sound. It goes to the stick. Oh, she's got time here. Oh, she's going to get another shot, but she's got a chance on goal. Tomahawk. Good save by Liv. And McClung ably pushes it to the side. This is my feeling. I'd like to hear your opinion. I feel like the second chance on short corners are always more deadly than the first.
Yeah,
so
definitely.
Okay, you got like that second chance. They're up near the dot, and it always feels like they have more time because the posties are sitting back. The first runner's gone, and it's luck of the draw where the second runner is. And
the defenders are out of where they're meant to be,
Absolutely.
and everyone's run in.
Yeah, and the goalkeeper possibly can't see the ball because they're being obstructed by someone's position. Nicely controlled by McClung there. There's some really good stick skills on demonstration in this game. Just out Hannah's reach. The back save pass to Dredge out on the left. Dredge gets dispossessed. Sydney Uni have people on top of the circle. They can throw it back in. Oh, McClung's lost a feet. And Sydney Uni come back again through Miss Ellie. Sarah comes out to Ruth. No one down the wing for her. She's going to belt it anyway. And there is Paris. Got through two Sydney Uni players. And we're going back the other way, Sydney Uni. So how did you get involved in hockey?
I started in primary school.
Yeah.
We just did like a little fun gala day, and the teacher picked me, and I was like, oh, that's going to be fun.
Very fun.
I really liked it, so I kept going.
Now, did you start playing before or after Dad?
Much before.
Much before.
A lot before.
Dad's a late recruit. Oh, so the umpires ruled that to be a intentional push of the ball out of the defensive back line. So we've got another short. Right on. I feel like that would be an uncommon story that the parent has picked it up after daughter picks up a sport. Or I thought it's probably usually the other way, especially with hockey being such a small, tight-knit sport. Usually see the same surname again and again. I like your unique interpretation of the family lineage in operation. Let's do it backwards. All right, the battery's set up. Injection comes. Oh, no. Oh, I love that. Miss Ellie's got a really clean slap. It's defended. Oh, well played. Who wears the pink shoes? Like, is that Yasmin?
That's Yaz,
It's
yeah.
Yaz. Gosh, that was well done.
She's doing so well in first runner. She's got almost all of them.
Yeah. And Megan's put that way. All right, here we go. It's going out their way if Hannah can get it. Paris drops back. JJ's just coming across the code of the transfer. Oh, well done, JJ. Okay, she has Paris in the top of the circle. She's not going to be able to get to her. There's 5 Sydney Uni players there. Yeah, and they ably defend that. All right, 50-50 ball. Sydney have come out with the better of it. A little bit cynically, they're just going to chuck it forward, and then Yasmin's going to clean it up and give it back to McClung, playing AM. She's coming across to Megan. Doesn't quite get there. long corner for Sutherland coming here.
That's unlucky.
That's it. So you're playing 17s. What grade were you playing for senior women's last year? Were you part of the ML6 squad that won?
We're part of ML4, so
Oh,
we
you
didn't
played
win.
ML4,
We made
okay.
the grand
You made the
final,
grand
but
final,
we
right.
lost.
Fair enough. Okay, Yasmin's on the top. Still with the ball. Sydney Union going to get rid of it. So was last year your first year playing seniors?
No, I've played with since 6.
Okay.
Since this team is in 6.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay, so you've had, 3 years now?
Yeah,
More, okay.
about that.
Right. If you can recall, what do you feel and what do you notice as being the big difference between juniors and then stepping up to the ML stages?
Well, I feel like in seniors, you kind of figure out positioning a lot better.
Yep.
Because you've got older, wiser players who's going to tell you what to do.
Yeah. And they know how to create space just by leading rather than having to carry the ball. Yeah. So, okay, so you find the positioning.
And also between just playing with the boys and then playing with these women, like it's a very different game.
Could you put 1 or 2 words to how?
Well, I think we tend to play a lot of a different structure. And the women also play shorter passes because we can't pass as far as fast.
Okay, sure.
So it's a bit more welcoming in the way that we can play catered for women.
Oh, okay, I understand. Nice play from Kristen there just to throw it back right. Is there a significant difference to the pace of the game at all, or not as much? You feel like by the time you're playing Metro in 15s, it's relatively comparable?
Pretty similar.
It's pretty
yeah.
similar, okay. So if you're a young lady who really wants to play hockey at a good level seniors, getting into that Metro competition around 15s, 17s is a good barometer of how you're going to do in seniors. Do you find there's a bit more talk in the women's game? Given
A lot more talk, yeah.
Because you've got those older heads who know hockey.
Yeah.
That's goalkeepers wisely left that. And
also, I think you learn to talk as well
do,
in women's.
Well, you have an intelligence, but as you play more and more game, you're also going to develop an intuition about the game. Where I imagine you've felt this already. The game does start to slow down a little bit, as in like in your head. So you're not only able to decide where you should be, but you can start helping others as to where they can be at the same time. Whereas when you're 15 or 16, you're all out just going like, where should I be? Oh, I'm supposed to be marking someone. What am I doing next?
Pretty much.
Yeah. Whereas when you've played a few more games and you're in your 20s, you're like, all right, I'm here. I know this player's playing this way. I know as soon as I get this tackle, I'm probably looking for passes here and here, and it all makes sense. Oh, was that the short corner? Yes. Look at it. Look at those fingers. He loves it. All right. What do you think? Are we going to the battery on the top, or are we doing another trick shot?
I reckon they're going to go right.
Lay off to the right?
Yeah.
Okay.
I reckon they need to try something new.
Good hit. Well defended by Hannah. That is not easy to take a full-blooded trap from 5 metres.
It's pretty quick as well.
Okay, Sydney carrying in. Oh, that's off Sutherland's stick, so that'll be Sydney ball. Good pass. Good trap. Oh, that hurt. Referee deems it high. This has been a really good quality game. Like the basics, the traps, the pushes, the hits have been pretty solid. And I know I've just said that after a lifted ball into a leg, but that was circumstantial. Happy Mother's Day to you, Mr. Phillips. One of Sutherland's royalties, just joining us on the Western Concourse. Here to watch his daughter. Ball comes back to Dredge, centre defence, and it's coming out to the right defender, who has space with a good trap. Looks up. Oh, might earn a penalty for that tackle. Yeah, referee says, yeah, we're not having that. We're going back there, and we'll go this way. All right. Played advantage, and we're now going back to the north. So, what I can see here is as soon as a situation occurs, so for example, then it was Sydney Uni coming out of defence, their players had the knowledge to immediately push way out right and get that width and create a transfer around the back.
Yeah.
And I think for me, that's probably one of the biggest difference between the juniors game and the seniors game. The seniors, when something happens, most of the players know what they should do, whereas the juniors, you're learning to understand, like, okay, this A has happened, I can do B or C. Good little control on the back stick there. Much more even quarter, this one. We haven't had anywhere near the disproportionate amount of circle entries for one team or the other. Nice trap there, created time for herself. Oh, excellent little 1-2. And she's got her foot on the dredge there. So this is going to be a Sydney Uni ball. Bit of a glare from Sarah as she runs away from the ball. Good pass. Okay, that was 58. That was Keelty. Lottie Keelty. Right, Sydney Uni have time here to settle down, just move it around and see where Sutherland's defence opens the holes. Noy's working hard to cover the press in the centre. Good trap. Oh, nice control. Pulls it back into her feet, gives herself some time. I love watching players who use the depth of the pitch as well, rather than just going, right, I have the ball, I now must push the goal. It's like, no, I can go back 5 metres because that'll allow me to go forward 20 later on. Little 1-2, nothing on. Yasmin's going to use her stick skills to get out of trouble here. And then Lottie Kitty's going to try and do the same going the other way. All right, Sutherland ball. Ball goes back to Ruth. Hannah has the ball on the right and immediately throws it back to Ruth. Left to Sarah. And then Sarah's going to look for the outside defender on the left. Good lead from the left winger into space. Oh, great reverse drag. She's getting to the circle and she's got a shot here if she can get it off. Well defended. Can't see which number made that tackle then. Was it 60? I think it was Phoebe Fraser. If it wasn't, I apologise. But whoever has that pink grip, admiration for it. Looks fantastic. Oh, McClung makes the nice cricket trap. What's the whiffle for? Oh. All right. One and a half minutes till half time. You're the Sydney Uni coach. What do you say?
Keep doing what you're doing.
Yeah.
They're doing really well.
They're playing well, right? This half they've got how many short corners have we seen? 3?
Quite a few.
Quite a few. They're getting circle entries. Just keep playing.
And their transfers are getting them right up the field really quickly.
It's interesting, when we started the game, we looked at the table and they were coming 7th. So it must be a tight competition. This is not a big disparity of talent or ability. All right, and then flip question. Your Coach Turner, what do you say to the Sutherland team coming in?
Probably keep doing what you're doing, but maybe push a bit further forward.
Yeah. Oh, here's a green card for, is it 67? Sophie Brown's been asked to take a rest.
I didn't even see what happened.
Looks like they just got their feet tangled as they were coming back. Didn't seem anything too overly zealous. Okay, so then my third question. As a player, how important is the halftime team talk? Bunch of words get thrown at you. Do you feel the game actually changes afterwards, or does everyone ignore them and then just go out and play hockey as they know how to anyway?
I feel like we usually take away the key point.
The key point, yeah.
Like there's usually a point that we want to focus on and change in the half times.
So your advice to coaches is just keep it to 1 point because that's all I'm listening to.
Yeah, 1 to 3.
1 to 3? I think I've coached a few players that are lucky to hold 1, so I might just stick to 1. Maybe 2 if I'm feeling ambitious. All right, comes across to 77. That is Georgia O'Grady-Shorten, who's dropped in the halves. Noy's found McClung. McClung has some leading players, only 6 seconds left. Just bang it and crack it, ladies. And then Sydney Uni going to see this out. There we go. All right, so we're off to the respective dugouts to say, keep doing what you're doing. Hope you all have a nice little break at home. And we'll see you back here in 5 minutes. Are we hot? We're hot. Welcome back to Tradies Hockey Park down in Sylvania. The home team Sutherland, 1-0 up. They will be progressing towards the northern goal, playing at the southern end. We just had some chats with the audience here about how good a contest this is. Both sides really balanced and playing good hockey. Joining us in the commentary booth, Chair 2, Amelia Domro, and in Chair 3, welcome. Oh, she'll get a headset. She's trying to break a headset.
Oops.
You got the mic?
There you go.
All right. And in Chair 3, oh, we got the video. Amy, come to your left and give us a bit of a wave. We have Amy Wedders also from Sutherland's ML5 team. Amy, here's your chance to give a big happy Mother's Day to your mum, Ruth, who's playing on the field at the moment.
Happy Mother's Day, Mum.
Happy Mother's Day, Mum. Mum she's here at 34 directly in front of us. Do you think it'd be funny or rude if we screamed out, Happy Mother's Day? Just not cool. Don't do it. She'd be all right with it. All right. So Sutherland are installing their press. JJ comes to the left. Amy, have you been watching the game or have you been mucking around in the canteen?
I've been watching the
Watching the footy. Who won? Just take that mic and bring it a little bit closer to your mouth. Yeah.
Well, the Sharks are currently winning.
Sharks coming. Very well. Half time, is it?
Yeah.
Very good. Ooh, risky pass, but it's come off. Well, we missed Amy's introduction. What do you mean? Oh. Well, for those watching on at home, Amy said Happy Mother's Day, and she said, I've been watching the footy instead of watching the game. So that's how much she loves you, Ruth. She was watching the Cronulla Sharks.
She's okay with that.
She's okay with that?
Yep.
One of my least favourite NRL teams. Amelia, do you have any affection for NRL?
I like the NRL. I'm a
Yeah.
Dragon supporter though.
How did that happen?
I was born in St George.
Oh, St George Hospital?
Yep.
Same. Respect. Wait, no, wrong. I was born at Miranda Hospital.
Doesn't even know what
That's
hospital
very
he's born at.
No, I was born in Miranda. I always think because I grew up in Illum, and all my friends were born at St George, but I was born at Miranda, I think, from memory. All right, there goes Lady Noy from the southern end of the Western Concourse. I'm not sure where she wants them to go. Where do you think she wants them to go? Let's go, Southo. Where to?
The goal.
The goal? Westfield
Score
Miranda?
a goal.
All right, Amy, have you spent much time playing with the ladies in this squad?
I've played with them before once or twice.
Once or twice.
Quite a few of them have coached me as well.
Fair enough. Who's coached you? Hannah?
Chris has coached me.
Chris has coached you, yep.
Sarah's coached me.
Yep.
Mum's coached me.
Yep.
And Hannah may have coached me at some point.
Okay. That's a nice transfer from Ruth to Hannah, speaking of, and we're going out to the right half. Do we need a bit of a lead from the mids or the strikers to get here? Oh, here we go, here we go. She's going to throw it back towards the dot, and referee says let's go to the southern end. Really different styles in terms of coaches, or quite similar?
They play a similar style. They've all grown up with a similar style, so in a sense, they are similar.
Well articulated, because I was just going to reflect after you said that. They all kind of play quite similarly, like very solid, very methodical hockey players.
Yeah.
Here comes Sarah covering across. She's getting aggressive on the tackle. She wants the ball. Good position of the body. She snuck it through. Oh, and Rufus done it to Sarah. Yeah, they're not like Larry, really fast stick skill kind of players. They're like, I know where I want to go with it 3 seconds before I get this ball kind of players.
Very good like distributors and just know the game really well.
Yeah, and this is not at all a judgment or a value statement, but there are other players in this team, for example, Alex Noy, who are the other end of the spectrum, right? Where it's like stick skills for days. I'm going to throw this on my back stick and tommer it. Very different style of hockey player.
But it's the difference in the positions as well. Because as a back, you need more of the watching the game, whereas as a striker, you can have that more stick skill.
What do you consider yourself these days? You're getting to the point where you're actually kind of forging an identity?
I don't know.
Yeah. TBD. You let us know.
Yes.
Oh, this is a tough one, right from the sideline. Sydney fell back. Good tackle from JJ, but Sydney's maintained possession. They've thrown it back, and they're going to have one of their really good transfers here, but it's been intercepted. Oh, good tackle from the left half or left outside defender, depending what she's in. Sarah's played to the middle. It's gone out to the right wing, and we're going to have a penalty. So going back to St George, just because you were born at St George Hospital?
And my mum's a St George supporter.
Ah,
yeah.
Dad, I believe eels?
Yeah, ill. We don't talk about that.
That's it. We just talk about the glory days 100 years ago when you won all the championships. Last St George Premiership before you were born? 2000 and what?
2010.
Was it?
Yep. I can't remember it, but
You
I was
can't,
born.
yeah, because you were all of what? Like
Wasn't as good as the 2016 one.
2016? What happened in 2016?
Ah, Sharks won.
Who are the Sharks again? Even though, technically I was born and bred in St George. I was born in Mortdale, but then grew up all my life in Illawong. But I've just never had an affection for the Sharks.
Never had an affection for the Dragons.
Never had an affection for the Dragons. Fair enough. So that's okay. It's going to work out for him, and then she's got a diagonal into the centre, and then she could be able to find the streaking players. 51, is that Miss Ellie? Yeah, it's no. 51, Campbell Bradley. I got confused because of the orange shoes. I'm going to make an outrageous statement. I think the team that wins this game will be the fitter team, who keeps running the longest, who can sustain that back and forward as long as possible. Nice turn from JJ. She's gone it back to Paris. Sydney clean it up. Sydney put it down the wing. And Ruth is going to pick it up from the sideline. Hannah. Oh, good cutout transfer all the way to the wing. Outside defenders playing nice and high. Got plenty of space. Good trap. Going back inside. Good tackle from Sydney Uni. And now we're going back. It's fairly balanced. So they have numbers back there to contain it. State champs. Are you two both playing under 18s?
Nope.
You're not playing?
I am.
You're going to play under 18s?
Yep.
When are you off?
Friday is our first day.
This Friday?
Yep.
Where are we going?
Narellan.
Narellan, sunny
Up the
Narellan.
road. Yeah, should be fun.
It will be. What division are SSHA in this year?
I believe we're in Div 1.
Div 1? All right, so it's
Yeah.
going to be, you're playing for all the marbles. It's going to be a big competition. Nice
Hopefully.
pass. Good persistence on the ball. But Sydney Uni are going to pick this up. Ball's gone through. Liv's going to watch out the side. So you're starting Narellan next Friday, Saturday, Sunday, under 18s. And Narellan. Now, have you stolen any of my under 15s for that? Bess, Emily, Isabel,
None, I don't think.
Abby. No, you
I think
sure?
we left you with all of them.
Really?
Full team.
So you got wow. So you got a full squad of under 18s for SSHA.
We have a couple of under 15s, just
Okay.
none of yours.
No, fair enough. Many coming across from Sharks or any other clubs?
There's a few from like Sharks, yeah,
Yep.
but also some of the Moorebank and those sorts of clubs.
Oh, Moorbank's playing for SSHA at that level.
No, they're not. We've just got those players.
Oh, okay, fair enough. Oh, because they were
we kind of play everywhere.
yeah, but they were also historically SSH
Yeah.
players to begin with. Yeah, okay, I know what you mean. All right, transfer comes back. So come out to oh, there we go. I like that. Oh, Mum, where was Mum?
Not in the right spot.
Love how you deadpan that as well. What was Mum doing? Not the right thing. All right, transfer. No, oh, that could have hurt. Who's going to get that? All right, foot race. No, referee says going the other way. Alex shakes her head, but behaves and gets back. Is that Alex? 21. Yeah, that's Alex, isn't it?
Yep.
Yep, that's Alex. Here comes the transfer. Their transfers all night, right? Like they've made them 25, 35 metres every single time. Foot race. JJ's going to get that. Defenders come across and she's cut off the angle. JJ's gone for the shave. Great tackle. Which 60 number was that? .7 minutes left. And the tackle previously was 65, Phoebe Fraser. Audience, I've just turned around and given my commentary colleagues that eye that says I'm about to say something really insightful. Both of you, lovely people, really intelligent hockey players. Intentions to coach?
I'm assistant coaching this year.
Are you? Who are you coaching?
The under 11Bs.
How's it going?
It's good.
Very good. How have you enjoyed the change from being a player to actually having to think about how to coach someone else's ability?
It's really different because it's a difficult age group to coach because they just want to do whatever they want.
Yeah.
They don't enjoy listening.
Mate, try coaching 15s. They don't enjoy listening. They just want to do what they want, but they've got attitude.
That's true. I'm one of those players with attitude.
Nah, you're all right.
Amy.
Jeez. You should ask my coaches.
Indeed. And then, Amelia?
I've started coaching Minky.
Oh, that's fantastic.
Yeah, I like it. It's fun.
Yep. So are you trying to come down before every 17s game that you can?
Yes,
Is that your kind of goal?
pretty much.
Yeah. That's fantastic. Outlandish prediction, I think, still young, within 10 years, I can see you being a coach of a really good quality juniors team. Down here, where you're one of the Metro teams, and I think you'd be fantastic at it.
Okay. Hopefully I'll quote that one day.
That's it.
Just come back and get the recording. You're like,
Get back.
Guys, Patrick knew it.
You knew it. You knew it. Okay, good cover tackle there. Sydney Uni going to have the ball going forward. They get it to Ellie. Ellie's made a good trap. She's going to get the drag out to the right. She's looking back inside. But Mum's picked it up and gets the... Oh, look at that. And JJ's got the foot speed to get there. No. So you're off to the heartland of hockey in 27 days.
25.
Netherlands. 25, all right.
yes.
What club are you going to first? Where are you visiting?
We're just going to, well, not really visiting a club. We're going to go and watch the Pro League. We're going to go watch Australia play the Netherlands over there.
Oh, wow. What an opportunity.
I'm going to dress up in all my green and gold.
Absolutely. So you're going to have almost summer in Netherlands, Australia versus
yes.
in an incredible audience,
Yes.
right? They're going to be hockey
It's going to be awesome.
That's going to be fantastic.
And then we're going to Belgium to watch Australia play Belgium as well.
Oh, that'd be fantastic. Okay,
Yes.
Yasmin's carrying a left circle. She's got a circle entry. JJ's on it. She turns four-stick, tries to throw it back in. And short corner. So you're going to see international games in Netherlands and Belgium at what will be beautiful fields with really intelligent, knowledgeable audiences. That's going to be fantastic. It'll be really, and I'll be really interested to hear your experience when you get back.
Yeah,
How are they different to Aussie crowds?
It'll be. It's just a bigger sport over there, so I
It's
feel like
huge,
the crowd
right?
will
Yeah.
just be so much bigger.
But I wonder, so, actually I don't know if I can say that, so I won't. But if you go to an Aussie crowd, you'll often hear someone calling out to the referee, because obviously the crowds
Yes.
know more than the referee. I wonder if you get the same behaviour in the Netherlands. I'll be really curious to see.
Yeah, I'll let you know when I get back.
Thank you. All right, trap by McClung. Yasmin with the push. Keeper saves it. Their keeper, how many saves on penalty corners have we seen from Sydney Uni tonight? Sue Thomas. She's been pretty locked in. All right, McClung throws it back into the circle, and Sydney Uni clear it out. Okay, Ruth and Sarah coming back to cover this ball. Very confident out of Ruth there. She felt like she had that the whole time. Goes out to McClung on the right. Striker leads. Striker leads. And Sue Thomas sees that out to the back line. I never think to look at this screen, but it gives you a really good view. Just stopped, but still alive. Oh, great turn. Oh, wow. How on earth did they pull that off? Let's all lean forward and stare at our 7-inch monitor. That was incredible skill to keep it in here. Backstick turn, and then had an angle and just snuck it past the feet.
They just kept going.
Yeah. That was very impressive. Well done. The skills to keep that in play, well done. Now I feel, given the tension of the game, that's probably going to be enough this evening to drop the heads and dampen the spirits a little bit and probably see them out. We'll see if they can come back. They being Sydney Uni. Can the two of you remember any goals that were particularly meaningful for you as the goal scorers? Ones you hold on to and you go like, oh, I did that. I remember that goal.
No, I don't score a whole lot of
Let's
goals.
go.
I normally assist them.
Fair enough. Amelia, do you remember any that will just you feel will probably stick with you for the rest of your life?
There was one I scored for my school team.
Yeah.
Because I was like the only one in the team who knew how to play.
Sure.
And Dad said he'd give me $100 if I scored a goal with the tomahawk, knowing I would not do it.
Yeah.
And so I got to the top and scored one off a tomahawk.
Congratulations.
And scored $100.
Yeah.
And of course, I was the only one who knew how to play, so everyone else thought it was so cool.
Congrats. Where was that at?
It was here, actually.
It's here on the turf?
Yep.
Who are you playing against?
Endeavour High.
Oh, it was a high school one.
Yeah.
Now, forgive me if I'm incorrect. You're at Caringbah?
I'm at Menai.
Oh, you're at Menai?
Yeah.
I thought you were at Caringbah. Okay, so Menai versus Endeavour. What was the end result of the game?
We lost.
Oh, did
but
you?
It was fine.
Who did Endeavour have? Annie Flack? The Flack sisters?
They actually didn't have any of their
usual players?
usual players because they were all at stake.
Oh, fair enough.
Hence why my sisters weren't there. But I was like the only one.
I was going to say, well, Menai would have a really
Yeah.
good team. You've got the three Domros. It's segregated in terms of male-female, isn't it?
Yep.
Yeah, right. So you haven't got the Creps or any of that joining in. Noi plays through. Oh, great dispossession tackle trap from Sydney Uni there, 63. Emily O'Grady Shorten, well played. Yasmin gets into the circle. Goes out the side. 3/4 time. That went quick. Whatever they did it well, apparently. Having fun? Want to stay on?
I don't mind.
You're cool? You? Staying on? Alright.
Yep.
We're staying on. Oh, no. How does your body resort? Wait, no. Is that fourth mic on? Yeah. Come on, Sean. Come on over, buddy. Come on over, mate.
You can have some. The rest of your storage, you can delete it. It says in the video that you can delete it. I just had to choose.
Oh, okay. We even have international people watching this.
Really?
Yep.
Who?
My uncle overseas is watching
Oh,
this
that's fantastic.
right now, and my
Your mum's brother?
yeah, and my nan down in Shoalhaven Heads.
I'm in Charlotte.
I can't use that.
Hey, that's a nice photo. The illumination of the CO box. Sean, where are you?
Obviously, you
There you go.
can
So you're not going to have a
delete the
headset.
video because I did waste your storage.
Oh, you just hear our voices in there.
Also, I heard some of it.
Wait, you're coaching 17s or 15s?
17.
Amy, are you in that 17s team?
No.
Who's in the team that I know? Yeah? Jack? No, Jack's with me. Oh, Lauren's on it.
Alright.
Yep.
Also, I heard some that you're going good on it. I listened to some of it on my phone.
I
You're going
think
good.
a couple, if any of them came out of Darcy Hunter's
Go
team
show
last
your
year, they'll
videos.
play with them. Got to know him a little bit.
I was in Darcy's team last year.
You, that's why I know you a little bit.
Right.
All I can see is Alex.
All right, last quarter, 17 minutes to go. We've brought a fourth mic in. Sutherland's most capped player, Sean Ryde. Is that fourth mic hot, Streamlord? He is. Should be hot. Sean, would you like to give a shout out to your mum on this Happy Mother's Day?
Happy Mother's Day, Mum.
Well
I know
done.
you're not watching, but I did say hello to you today on the phone.
Oh, good for you. Did you get some flowers or a small gift, token of your appreciation?
Nah, she got some baby calves instead, so
baby calves.
Yeah, they have a dairy farm.
Oh, where's the farm?
Southwest Victoria.
Very good. What's a calf worth? Grand? 800 bucks.
In their current state, about $550 for a heifer.
We can get a cow for $550, ladies. We can get a calf for 500 bucks.
Or if you want a male bobby calf for about 50.
Ah. Well, I think it's always worth paying for quality. I'd prefer the $500 calf. Imagine what we could do with that at training. All right, good. Oh. Imagine the flow drills that Coach Hoy could think up with a cow.
And the poo on the
Oh,
field.
yes! Wouldn't that be exciting?
It's just a cone.
It's just a
Yeah, it's
cone.
just a stationary player.
That's it.
Got to run around it.
Oh, we're just seeing a photo now. That's beautiful. So whereabouts in Victoria did you say they were?
Down near a place called Colac.
Colac. I haven't heard of Colac, but I couldn't find it on a map. Kristen's can't get in that play, and she still can't be in that play because she's not 5 from the player. Oh, maybe the page 25. So, Sean, you've been watching the game just to the north of us. What have you and your assistant coach Matthews seen so far? I presume you've been talking about strategy.
We have, obviously.
Yeah.
They look really good when they can string the passes together.
They being Sutherland or Sydney? They being Sutherland or Sydney?
Yeah.
Sutherland, yep.
And then they just lose it when they're just leaving one player out by themselves.
Oh, hold on. Sydney's got some time here, yeah. And then and I think you could probably largely, I think it's been quite a balanced and equal game. I think you could say essentially the same thing about Sydney is they look fantastic when those combinations are happening. And then when we get tired and fatigued at this point, we tend to leave one out. All right, Christian's throwing into the top of the circle. What time is it? Feels like it's 8 o'clock down here. Dark skies, 5:15.
By the way.
The umpires they've started packing up early, mate.
It's good to know.
Yeah. Okay, that's got through. That's Ellie in 51 for Sydney Uni. She's got the wing. She's going to try and cut back to the middle with either a pass or a carry. And we're going back to Sutherland. All right, so 17's coaches behind me, Mr. Ryan and Ms. Matthews. What do you tend to like to focus on with your coaching? Are you doing skills-based stuff? Are you doing more philosophical strategy and movement kind of ideas? What have you been working on?
Skills.
Skills?
They have some skills.
Yep.
But then they forget all about them when they actually play hockey.
Sounds like hockey players.
So training, they do them really well.
Yeah.
Yet come to game night, it's like, what is hockey?
What is hockey?
So we've got to start from scratch again on a Friday night, and they're usually a bit behind the 8 ball to start with, and then they usually pick their heads up by half time and come home strong.
Oh, you've almost said something nice about them now. Well done. All right, so Sydney's got some connections here. I can't see the ball behind the telegraph pole, unfortunately. Okay, Sydney Uni, you've got a counter-attack here. They've got a pass on down the right-hand side. Oh, great tackle from McClung. We were talking about the goals you remember before. I feel like those one-handed backstick tackles that you get when the players kind of turned around, you remember them as well. I remember one at UTS last year where he kindly swore at me afterwards. Never forget that one.
It's always nice.
Is
Yeah, so lovely.
Just let me know. However, playing Moorebank yesterday, they were lovely to play against. I did something and the guy said, hey, nice skills. I was like, thanks, mate. It was a really good atmosphere. Okay, hit to, okay, they've got a trap. They're going to get a circle entry. Can something come from it? Liv's gone to ground, and they've cleared it out. JJ's coming back looking for the ball. Sydney Uni have controlled it, and it's going to be a Sydney Uni ball from the sideline. All right, here comes the transfer. Into the centre. Nothing happening, pulls it back. I love that. It just makes my heart absolutely bounce when I see a player go, oh, nothing on, turn around, throw it back, rather than just run into sticks. Sean, as a fellow 5th grade player, you've seen plenty of people run into sticks over the years.
Yep, unfortunately.
There's only one way, and that way is forward.
That's what we keep telling our juniors.
That's
don't know where they get that idea from, but
you can go backwards. Why would I do that, Coach?
no, let's go sideways first before we go backwards.
I like
'cause
sideways too.
That's too much of a spin to go backwards straight up.
Coach, goal is that way. I'll go that way. Oh, what happened? Injury? We okay? He's trying to fix the clock.
They're fixing the clock.
That's it. Senator official in.
That's it. 10 minutes left in this contest as the clock is reset. That was a pretty good transfer. They've been watching Sydney Uni all day. Nice up to Ruth. Mum's controlled it there. Amy got it back to Hannah. Going back to Yasmin. Yasmin's dropped back into the defensive line. Where's Sarah?
Sarah's up in the mids now.
Is she? Oh, look at it go.
There she is. Oh,
That's
got a
it.
Foot. No, there it is.
All right, Sarah plays quickly. Square pass left to Ruth. Oh, beautiful angle created. In, it's a circle entry. Oh, just got out of reach. I don't know what camera angle you had at home, but that pass was opened up by JJ coming out to the sideline, dragging the defender with her. Nicely played, JJ, and a great pass. Intelligence and Uni carrying it back to keep it safe. Good move from 11, getting out of the channel and out of the way. Amelia Parker, well played. Oh, what a move by Yasmin. Oh, that's Hannah, sorry, not Yasmin. She's got a touch on it. Can't quite get it through. Short corner. And the ref says something. No, not a short corner?
Just outside.
Oh, just outside. You confused me. Yasmin's pretending it's a short corner, and she's had a shot and goal. Crowd vote, is it? Sutherland, the value for money club. Play 5 quarters in your game. We'll give you the extra one for free. All right. Everyone's going to commentate this one. We've got 8 minutes left. You're 2-0 down. What's your strategy? We'll start with the back. Miss Matthews, Sean, what do you do?
Pull the keeper.
You're pulling the keeper this early? Do you start throwing an extra player forward, or do you go, no, you just keep playing like you have the whole game and hope something happens?
They've had plenty of chances up front. They
Yeah.
just haven't seemed to convert them yet.
Yeah.
So
Well, they had about 5. How many? Was it the second or third quarter that you and I commentated about 5 short corners for Sydney Uni? Second or third?
Second.
Okay, so Sean's pulling the keeper.
Sounds here.
Ms. Matthews, what are you doing as an assistant coach?
Agreeing with whatever Sean says.
Oh, that's strategic. All right, Amy, what are you doing as a coach?
I don't know.
Oh, sure.
No.
And then Amelia, what would you do? Because you're going to be making those decisions in a few years, so let's start making them now.
Getting shorts.
Getting shorts,
That
okay.
helps.
But are you throwing a person forward to try getting it? Are you throwing a long ball to try and do it? What's the strategy? Good injection, good trap. Yasmin offloads to the left. They're going to get a good slap here. Unlucky. Yeah. How do you create those shorts?
Probably an extra person.
Extra person, so pull someone from the mids or pull someone from the back, like
Yeah.
go to 2 in the back and really push
Someone
someone
who's
away.
going to run back. really quickly.
Especially if, like, it's always a risk, right? But if you do the same thing, you're unlikely to change the result, so you have to take some risk and hope for a result somewhere. If you pull someone from the back, you hope that the other team is fatigued as you are, and they're not going to make those counter-attacks on you, and you chuck the longer balls and see what happens. Good pass. Here comes the transfer. Okay, she's got it. Yeah, great trap. Pace them. Unlucky. Good trap and good control. That's not easy in low light. Crisp slaps too. Hey, have you guys noticed how crisp the sound is off their stick? Okay, women's players. The overhead. You're a keeper, but the absence from it. Now, I haven't seen any ML1, ML2 games. Have you guys seen many ML1, ML2 games?
Yes.
Yes. Do you see the overhead quite a lot? Okay.
Yeah.
So
They
at
come
that,
through a lot more than
at the highest levels, the ML1, the overheads are all over the place. Okay. At this level, are people talking about the overhead? Is it a confidence thing? Because it's a potentially dangerous play. What are the thoughts? Let's go to the keeper first. What do you? You're a coach. What do you think, Keep?
I think if they can be executed well,
Yep.
yeah, I think they're pretty dangerous.
Yeah.
Because they beat a lot of players.
Yeah.
And that gives your team an advantage.
Especially now, if someone's fatigued, that midfield is not.
They're not going to run.
They're not going to run, right? If you can get an overhead over, okay. Let's go to the juniors next. Do you practice overheads? Is that something you're thinking about or working on?
Yes, we practice overheads for the last 5 minutes of our training session.
Right
every
on.
week.
Okay. Who's your coach at the moment?
George and Kia,
Oh.
my coaches.
Yeah, right on. I like that. So they've got everyone practicing overheads for 5 minutes. There's a slap to the left side and another goal. Okay.
Well, not everyone,
Yeah.
but we can practice overheads whenever we want.
Very good. Shout out to Kia. I haven't reached out to Kia, but I intend to. Kia's mother was my 3rd grade teacher, and I was really excited to hear that Kia had come back to the club this year in the coaching role. We'll do this short corner, and then we'll come back to you, Amelia. No, what are we doing? Having another chat. Overheads. You're a striker. You're more receiving them. Do you think about them? Do you practice them?
I personally don't think about it because I just feel like we don't practice them
You don't practice them?
in
right.
like a game situation at
Yeah,
all.
yeah. Okay, good injection. Trap's bubbled a bit, but it's still legal. Lay off to the left, slap to the corner. Unfortunate. Could you see a time in your life when you'll slide back into the mids or a DM kind of role?
Well, I have always played midfield.
Yeah.
So I'm just new to striker this season.
Okay.
So, yeah, I love mid.
Yeah.
So I don't know what I'm doing in striker, but it's fun.
Okay. For the ML5 team, do you think you'll keep playing striker, or do you see yourself sliding back into the mids a bit?
I have no idea.
Whatever coach says.
See what happens.
Fair enough. And then when you play for the ML3 team, do you feel you're likely going striker?
Yeah.
Probably? Okay.
Probably.
Right.
There's a lot of strong midfields in that
Yeah,
team.
fair enough. Okay, so but the question still stands. Do you ever practice the overhead? Never.
Not really.
All right, interesting.
I mean, I feel like it's an individual thing to practice.
Yeah.
Like we don't practice it as a team.
Fair enough. What about at 17s? Mr. Hoy loves doing an overhead practice. Not so much?
Not really,
Oh,
no.
okay.
We might get onto it as the season goes on.
Yeah.
Once we're done with our basics.
Yeah. All right, 2 minutes left. Ah. Amy. The Sharks are winning 20-2.
They are.
All right, there's half a chance here if Mum mistraps this. All right, Sydney Uni
I'd
have
be
this
there
down
if
in
it
the
was.
25. They have the numbers if they get a quick pass. So they were slow to get back. So here's another question I can ask you all. There was, sometimes people get in their heads, always take it fast, as in the penalty to try and get initiative and try and get some play there, right? And then you try to tell juniors, you don't always need to take a pass. But then I feel like they'll go the other end where they'll always walk away from the ball. JJ's got it coming up the left wing. She's got Paris. Is it Paris in the top of the circle? If she can get it in, she's chucking on the foot to get a penalty. We'll come back to my chat in a second, all right? Sydney Uni have it now in the middle. Oh, shoulder on shoulder. Those two are going for it. Fair play to both of you. And we're going back with Sydney Uni. So then you go to the other end of the spectrum, right, where people don't ever take the quick pass and they walk away from it. That situation right there, Sydney Uni had 4-on-4 or arguably a 4-on-3, but walked away from the quick hit. Is it ever spoken about in your team? Do you ever think about it as an individual? Amelia, we go you first. What do you play for Metro? A striker?
Striker.
Okay. So a quick hit when you're a striker is potentially a big weapon. Do you talk about it as a team, or do you ever think about it yourself?
Yeah, if we're in attack and we've got players, we definitely have to get them going fast.
Yep.
Because otherwise their whole team just comes in and presses us.
Yep. Now, do you think that's something that you just do as yourself, or has it ever been coached?
It's definitely being coached, but in attacking situations, it's most spoken about.
Fair enough. So Sutherland just wrapped up their game there. Very sports person-like, shaking hands. Thank you for joining us on this Mother's Day broadcast. Stick around. We're going to get a couple of interviews care of Ellie. And in the meantime, we'll go and we'll chuck the same question to Amy. Fast penalties, fan, not so fan? Do you think about it?
Yeah. Because if you take the ball quickly and it's on, then it works sometimes. But there are other times where you need to take the step back and slow the play down.
Yes.
To then get the best out of.
Fair enough.
What's going on.
Coach Ryan, opinion on the quick penalty?
If it favours your playing style, absolutely.
Yep.
Whereas if you have an older team a bit slower later in the game,
it's not the right idea.
It's not the right. It's not the right play.
Yeah.
So young, fast, fit kids up front, all day.
Yep.
You can usually pick them out pretty easy.
Yep. Audience, you'll have to forgive me this personal indulgence. I feel like our team, we could be taking advantage of those fast ones much more than we do.
Yeah.
And what I mean by that is even just passing back. Hey, we've got Mr. Turner online. Who have we got? Stroomwood. Who have we got? Liv Coxedge. Hello, keeper. This is Patrick Ward up in the Western Concourse. Hello, Liv. Clean sheet. Clean sheet. How do you feel?
Yes, it was pretty good. Yeah, it was a bit of a tougher game today. So
yeah.
Good. Yeah, it's good to come away with a clean sheet.
So it sounds like your impression was the same as ours up here. They were a solid team. And
they
as they got into that second, third quarter, they got a lot of circle entries and they earned a good 5 or 6 short corners on you through there.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, we kept doing that pretty good though. Yeah, Yaz is really strong on the short corners, especially with that first hit away.
Yeah.
She's really good.
Amelia agreed with you. She shut down quite a few short corners.
Yes.
For you as a keeper, what kind of pressure do you feel on the short corner? What goes through your mind?
It's just more as trying to save the first shot.
Okay.
And just relying on my coasters and the rest of the team clearance. And, those trick shots that kind of bounce off a few people. But yeah, it's good. We played well as teams today, so yeah, it's pretty good.
Oh, if I can expand on that for just a second, I think you've said something that's really intelligent for any young keepers listening. Your responsibility as the goalkeeper, you're worried about the first shot. The second or third shot, that's up to your posties. If it goes in, you can't let it weigh your head down.
Yeah, definitely.
Liv, that's really great advice. That's really articulate. Well spoken. I've learnt something from you then. Thank you for that. Amelia, Amy, do you have anything you'd like to ask of Liv or say to Liv?
Well, I know, Liv, this team is really really good. So you can kind of get a bit bored. So was that a fun game?
Yeah, it was better. It was good to get a bit of action because, half the time
actually got to touch the ball.
Really doing much.
Yeah, got some more touches.
Yeah, it's good. It's good when I get a couple touches and all that.
Indeed. Well played, Liv, and congratulations. Thank you for your time.
Thank you so much. Thank you. See you guys.
Okay, who are we going next to, Amelia? Is that JJ, or is JJ running away from the phone? JJ?
Yes.
JJ! It's the Western Concourse. You have You have Amelia Amy up on the line. Congratulations. How did you feel about the game?
Exhausted.
You ran hard.
Yeah.
What are you dragging? Are you dragging Liv's kit?
Yes, I'm rolling it.
Oh, good for you. Okay. You did some things this evening really well. For example, when you were attacking and there was nothing on in front of you, you'd control it on the 4-stick, spin around, and get it back into the midfield. Is that something you were thinking of consciously, or was it just natural today?
No, I was conscious. That was, yeah.
Yeah. Is that something you'd spoken about with Coach Turner? Oh, that was nice, Doug. Oh.
I'll see you later.
So is that something you've been talking about with Coach Turner?
No, not really.
No. Just.
I haven't seen you in like 4 ages. I've just seen you for ages.
All right, where's Ellie? Who are you going to go for us next? Looks like JJ's busy hugging people.
Okay, yes, I'm too popular.
All right. Oh, what a lovely comment from JJ at the end. I'm too popular. Good on you, buddy. All right, Streamlord, are you trying to wrap it up? Well, we're going to wrap it up. Thank you to everyone who's joined us down at Tradies Hockey Park at Sylvania this afternoon for 2023 Mother's Day. Thank you to everyone who jumped on the mic. Ellie Domro, Mr. Fletcher, Amy Wetters, Amelia Domro, Sean Ryan, and Miss Matthews, the coaches from the 17th. To all the mothers out there, the 7 billion prospective people listening, happy Mother's Day. Would you two like to say anything to your mothers before we sign off?
Happy Mother's Day.
Happy Mother's Day.
Happy Mother's Day. Until next time, hockey mums of the world, we love you. Thank you so much for everything you do. This has been Sutherland Hockey Club's ML presentation. Au revoir and bon nuit.